Welcome, one and all, to the Man of Steel watch party that was meant to be last week, but I was busy with Comic-Con and whatnot, so here we are now. Now, the way it's going to work is, as watch parties always do, is just going to watch the movie. You can watch along with us, but first order of business, because we're meant to be starting our franchise decider for this one. So what I'm going to do is just pull up my community tab, and I'm going to create a poll right now before we get into the movie about what franchise that we are going to be doing. So I'm going to put the poll up on the community tab right now, and the rest of the Kings will join as we go. And yeah, okay, so let me just... Right, okay, this is going to be the franchise decider. Now, I need to go back through my notes and see what franchises we had for choice. Let me just fill it in. So everyone in the chat, bear with me just a second, because the franchise decider will be officially kicking off next Sunday. Okay, franchise decider, 29th of May. There we go. Right, now. Right, let's see what the franchise options were, because I need to refresh my memory. Okay, so Pirates of the Caribbean, Rocky, Indiana Jones, The Dark Knight trilogy, or Transformers. That will be the choices. So I'm just going to fill that in now. And in terms of how many we do, it will be very contingent on a few different factors. Very contingent, but we will see. I kind of want to do Rocky and Creed. I'll work out the finer details of each one when we get to it. There'll be some movies that we might trim out. There'll be some movies that we skip. But it is all contingent on what you guys vote for. So there will be 5 options. So Pirates of the Caribbean, Rocky/Creed, Indiana Jones, The Dark Knight trilogy, or Transformers. So I'm just going to put that up right now. Because we've already done the Raimi trilogy. I know someone was asking for that. We've already done that. Dark Knight trilogy and Transformers. And just for good measure, I might include the original Transformers movie from 1986. Just for good measure. Just for good measure. Okay. Guys get to choose what franchise we will be watching next. Okay, badass. All right, 3, 2, 1, and post. Okay, it's posted onto the community tab, everybody. So make sure you get to voting over there. It is now posted. So you get to choose the franchise that we will be watching. Pirates of the Caribbean, Rocky/Creed, Indiana Jones, Dark Knight trilogy, or Transformers. So you get your pick. It's up on the community tab now. So head on over there, get to voting, decide, choose. But that's next week. For this week, or today, we will be watching Man of Steel. And I will be kicking off this soon. And then the rest of the lads will be joining me as we progress throughout the evening. But make sure you get your copies of the movie ready and loaded. So whether that be DVD, VCR, whatever you use, yo-ho, if you know, you know. All the lovely little ways to watch movies.
I just popped into the studio. Literally.
What Mace Windu in the chat says hi. What's up? You think you can frighten my mother? Oh man, well, hey, to be fair, at least we got this rather than BVS. I honestly thought BVS was going to win it.
Honestly, I wanted Aquaman to win, to be honest. Just throwing it out there. Could have had Jason Momoa.
Yeah, seeing Amber Heard.
Get to watch some Amber Heard.
Hey, we could have just made fun of it. Just could have made fun of it.
To be fair, I actually don't mind that movie. I think it's all right.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a better version of Black Panther, in my opinion, of course.
Yeah.
Is Black Panther underwater?
Man of Steel is goated. But then but if it was reversed, like, you know, if Aquaman was released first, you could say that Black Panther is Aquaman on land. Like, it could be reversed the other way. I can hear two of me. Black Panther's decent. Amber Turd. Yeah. Up the Johnny. Johnny for the win. Aquaman as well. Yeah, Black Manta was cool. I like Black Manta. He's awesome. Okay. I'm going to wait till the 10... No, that'll be too much. I'm going to wait till the 8-minute mark. So everyone in the chat, get your versions loaded up. Get your versions loaded up. Now, I don't know about the rest of everyone, but this is probably one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. I think it's fucking flawless. I think the way this movie is directed, the fresh take on Superman, but still staying true to the character, marvelous. Henry Cavill flipping amazing in the role, and the soundtrack by Hans Zimmer.
Hashtag release Henry Cavill and let him do Man of Steel 2. Come on, I'm asking.
About time. This movie came out in 2013 and was still waiting like nearly a decade later. They were both bad to each other. No. We're not spinning that in any way. Amber deserves everything that happens to her, and I'll say that on air. But we won't delve into any more about that. That's we're here to have fun, not talk about politics. But that's where I stand on the matter. Amber deserves everything that's going to happen to her, and then some. Using the system against Johnny like that, it disrespects people who have actually gone through it. So, yeah. I get very passionate about this kind of stuff because I know people who've gone through it. And then you got Amber, who's never been through it, using it against Johnny. Sickening. Scum. I am the Senate. Yeah, I know. It's almost been like 10 years. 10 years. Where does the time actually go? It's madness. Didn't feel like so long ago this movie released. I think I remember the trailer dropping, and then there was the poster of, like, you know, him in cuffs and whatnot, and everyone was like losing their shit. You know,
I don't care what nobody say. Despite how you feel about Zack Snyder, he did pretty damn good in this, man. Like,
this is one of the best superhero movies of all time. I'll die on this hill. The one that came after it, not so much, but this one, yeah.
I was gonna say this. It's like at the end of the day, it goes back to, well, how I feel about a little bit of the MCU. With this Superman, you could still say that at the end of the day, this is still Superman. Like, you know, like, yeah, is there no corniness with it? Of course not. I mean, I kind of like a little bit of the cheesiness of Superman a little bit, but for the most part, it's still Superman. I mean, he's supposed to be your dad superhero or something like that.
He's basically Captain America with Thor's powers.
Pretty much. I mean, a lot of people don't like Superman because they say he's a goody-goody, but, like, honestly, it's really hard to still do good when in a world full of bad, if you think about it.
And this movie, even BVS tackles that idea as well, so I gotta give Zach credit for that.
But, I mean, the dude got his name framed. They think he might try to betray people and stuff like that. I mean, he's walking. Yeah,
he existed in the real world. This is what would happen.
Yeah,
it's exactly what would happen in the real world if he did exist. Some prawn crackers. Shout out to my local Chinese.
When we start, I'm about to go get some food.
Okay, we'll start in 30 seconds. Okay, everyone in the chat, get your versions loaded up and ready. Okay.
Ooh. Right.
And also, franchise decider poll is on the community tab, so go and vote over there ASAP. And then get back here. Okay. Jack Harrison's back. Hi there.
Who? Oh my god.
Convenient. 5.
Oh my god. No, don't even go
3, 2,
Even
1. Movie kicks off. There we go.
don't even go there, Jacob.
Got the
Don't.
Warner
Even.
Brothers logo.
It's not me.
Are you sure?
Okay, yeah, because
Evan
I'm on
has a
stream.
double.
Why would
You've
I
been-
go on my phone during being on stream and be some random person? Just why?
How do we know that you're like typing right now as we speak?
I'll sit like this for the whole of the film if I have to.
I'll be right back, guys.
Mm-hmm. Flipping a door this opening. Outer Banks has nothing on this, I can tell you that. They're still continuing with that show, or they cancelled it yet?
What show?
Outer Banks.
Well, apparently it's getting the Cobra Kai December release date, so
Oh god.
make of that what you will.
Hans Zimmer bloody done with the soundtrack.
John B with about
King bloody left the speaker on. I agree.
Understand. Krypton's core is collapsing. We may only have a matter of weeks. I warned you, harvesting the core was suicide. It has accelerated the process of implosion. Our energy reserves were exhausted. What would you have us do, Al? Look to the stars, like our ancestors did.
Yeah, Zod would make a good anti-hero, to be fair.
We can begin by
Well, actually, no. I think more of an anti-villain. Not about anti-hero, anti-villain.
No. Everybody here is already dead.
Oh, hi, Natalie. What's up?
Give me control of the colors. I will ensure the survival of our race. There's still hope. I have held that hope in my hand.
Not gonna lie, Man of Steel is basically Star Wars with Superman.
Let me know if that was a 2 out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
Damn right, Hans Zimmer's the man.
You before Zod.
I was just saying a second ago, this is basically Star Wars with Superman.
You'll be the leader.
Oh, crank it down a bit, mate. Crank it down a bit.
Oh.
Thanks, man.
I understand. I don't need David Zaslav like canceling your stream.
Yeah, he's out there cancelling all these like garbage projects. He might go, you know what? Let me cancel something else as well. What are you eating there?
Chinese food.
Snap.
Some curry noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Some chicken fried rice and some fried chicken wings.
Hell yeah. Like Russell Crowe's that man, fucking up.
I watched this movie about 2 weeks ago because you watched it. I was like, man, we watched
Good.
Man of Steel again.
Evil speedster. He's doing what Warner Brothers should have done years ago. Oh,
Yeah.
I love the soundtrack.
The soundtrack is good, to be fair.
Fucking hell, man. So, Zack Snyder is a visionary when it comes to this kind of shit. Gets way too much credit and way too much stick.
I think, in my opinion, I think some of his movies are overly hated.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I agree, Tristan. This was a perfect starting point for them. They screwed the pooch.
Not a surprise, though, is it?
No, I'm kind of used to it at this point with that place.
Armada made like Zack Snyder's life like living hell during the WB, man. The guy that was in charge before Zaslav or whatever.
I agree with them, Slayer. I've listened to the soundtrack to this movie a million times. Hans Zimmer knocked it out of the park with this one. It's like that thing, if you know, like in the Dark Knight trilogy, you know the Batman '89 theme, you know, like it'll play in the Dark Knight trilogy too. Like Hans Zimmer does great redefining scores. And Junkie XL. Junkie XL is still the dude. Was he involved in this one as well?
Wasn't Hans Zimmer like didn't he do the Pirates?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I was listening to some video essays on the Pirates movies, and a lot of creators were saying like the Pirate trilogy is like the most underrated trilogy. Yeah.
I mean, a few things like, i.e., James Norrington. Other than that, beginning, middle, end. Perfect.
Like seriously, if they would have put Pirates of the Caribbean 3 in this year, James Norrington would have had a spin-off series.
Oh yeah. They'd have been like, milk that cash cow a little bit.
Cause like, dude, I was just thinking like, if James Norton was still alive, bro, we could have like see what it would have been like when he takes back over the military or whatever.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
Like he finds the love of his life or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, someone's commented on the poll: Pirates of the Caribbean, Dark Knight. Oh, Blue Boy's out. See you later, Blue Boy. Thanks for popping in.
Who's in the lead so far?
Let's have a little look-see. Let's go to the community tab.
Oh my god, it is storming ahead. Jeez.
Jesus, the Dark Knight trilogy is rocking in ahead.
I had a vibe that they were going to do the Dark Knight trilogy.
To be fair, it's one of the greatest trilogies of all time.
It is.
You can't even.
28 votes so far. Pirates of the Caribbean's got 14%. Rocky/Creed 21%. Indiana Jones 7%. Transformers 4%. And Dark Knight trilogy 54%.
Oh, okay. Well,
it could.
Dark Knight trilogy.
I mean, give it a couple of days and the scores will start evening out a bit. But I think we can kind of take it as Dark Knight's probably winning.
Wednesday, like we'll close the poll on Wednesday if Dark Knight is like still up by 54%.
It's still like 60-70%. We're like, okay, yeah, all right, it's Dark Knight.
Which I don't mind. Like I like the Dark Knight trilogy, but like it's like sometimes like with me, it's like overall, I give the trilogy like an 8 out of 10 sometimes because like there be times where like I get bored with it.
Yeah. I fucking love it.
I love it for what it is, though.
Yeah. Like in terms of superhero movies, not the best, but in terms of like as a series of movies,
Yeah.
fucking mid. Proof that even if you detract from the comics, you can still make it good.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, one thing I respect even more is Nolan did his research before he started it. They really researched into the origins of the Dark Knight and stuff.
Nolan basically just told Warner Brothers to F off. I'm doing my own thing.
They're like, Joker? No, I'm doing Ra's al Ghul first. He'll come later. Honestly, this I do have to say with this movie, it's basically Star Wars with Superman.
Yeah.
I clocked it the other day. Like it's like the escape pod, the Zod entering like Darth Vader with his troops. Like it's.
So will you watch that Rebel Moon that Zack Snyder's about to drop?
What was he doing? A new movie?
Yeah, he's doing a new movie on Netflix.
Rebel Moon. I might check that out actually. Already from the cast, he's got Charlie Hunnam, Rupert Friend, Digimon Hunsu. Okay, I might check that out. Snyder's proposed Star Wars movie.
Yeah. This is basically like how he would have done Star Wars in his vision or whatever.
Okay, I'm definitely watching it then.
I might give it a watch.
It's got Digimon Hunsu in it. I like his work, so I definitely might have to watch it. Oh shit, Ray Fisher's in it as well.
Yeah, him and Snyder are like this. He like, I got you, Ray. I got you.
Yeah. He's like, you know what, Ray? Don't worry, I got you. First natural birth.
Any projects that you got? I mean, any projects that I have, I got you, baby. Don't worry about it.
That's where I'm watching it, Lisa.
Zod.
I love how it's Michael Shannon and it's bloody fucking Russell Crowe. That's great. I love it. Because like outside of this superhero movie, these two are really accredited actors.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That is Maximus Decimus Meridius. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
And the fighting in this was really good.
Mm-hmm. Kind of reminds me.
It shows you what they can do. So there is obviously potential, but so that it was 10 years ago. So
yeah, started with great promise and then things went to shit.
I think it's one of those. If you let Zack Snyder do his thing, it's one of those. If you let Zack Snyder do his thing, most likely he's going to deliver pretty good, even though his movies tend to be a little long.
Yeah. I fucking love this movie, man. I love it. Love it. This is arguably DC's best movie. Even though it has like the Nolan effect where it deviates from the comics a little bit with that kind of stuff, it's still true to the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dark Knight trilogy is as well, but like, I mean, just like even voice aside, like in terms of everything.
Yeah. I was going to say like,
very true.
Like they still play like a lot of homage to the comics, but they still put a little bit of a real twist into the Man of Steel.
Yeah. One thing I appreciate about Zack is he he said once, he was like, you can go have the cartoons. Now the adults will play. It's
He's not lying about that. I keep on thinking that maybe he should do the next Thor movie, but a little too late for that.
Oh, he would. Oh, dude, he would absolutely nail Thor. Oh man, he would absolutely crush it with Thor.
His Thor would probably be like killing people.
Think of Prime Infinity War Thor on steroids.
Pretty much.
That's what he'll be doing.
They are fucked. That everyone just going against it would be fucked, generally.
The only reason why I say Zack Snyder will do a better Thor movie is because anytime when it comes to any type of mythology, he kills it.
Yeah. He's great. He's very good with that kind of stuff. Like he blends history well with current times well.
Yeah. That's one of you.
I will find him.
He looks like an older version of Shaggy with superpowers.
Yeah. If Shaggy got straightened out, had a haircut, no drugs, no Scooby, and
he's not.
Love it.
These people said, "Screw this, man."
The thing is, I remember seeing this movie advertised when it came out. That's
What happened?
I see the comment.
What did he say?
Perfect.
What did he say?
Well, I said, Faye said that he hasn't been able to see what's coming because season Stranger Things 4 is so good. I said, don't bother with Kenobi because apparently it is bad pace, written and directed well, in the words of one creator, but won't name he. Shall we name nameless?
Oh, please still watch it.
Oh yeah, please don't let one idiotic.
I say still watch it, but finish Stranger Things first.
Yeah. Like I tell everybody, watch it for yourself. Don't let me or Jacob or Evan's opinion or Yinko's opinion stray you for not doing anything. It's just
It's what makes you unique.
Yeah.
There is no refuge here. Jiren was right.
I mean, you may not think it's good. You may think it's just alright, but there's a line between knowing and just maybe saying it for affection. Like,
It's good. See, I can imagine in real life that's how Krypton will go out like that.
Yeah. I like how this movie captures the actual horror of that as well.
Yeah.
I love the explosion though.
Yeah.
Man, Zach, I know you heavily put Star Wars into this. Heavily.
I would not be surprised if Zack Snyder's a big Star Wars fan. So.
Oh yeah, for sure, he probably is. But I like how he has his own kind of imagination with it as well.
Yeah.
He
Can
does
you
like
just imagine if Disney hired Zack Snyder to do Star Wars?
Imagine the real cut.
Yeah.
For example, imagine if James Gunn was hired to do the real cut of Anakin entering the temple.
Oh God, you're gonna see kids die on screen, man. Like, he'd be the guy to say, like, why are we cutting it off? We need to show the whole entire thing. Like,
Holy shit, well, they had a $30 million budget.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
episode,
paid
yeah.
off. Paid off well.
who's this?
Stranger Things.
Oh,
Was it 30? Hang on, let me double check that.
excuse me.
Okay. Oh, I was saying this the other day. I think Zack Snyder would be a good pick for that.
Oh, for Transformers?
Mm. I think he'd be great for that.
CGI looks better than She-Hulk. Well, that's not hard, FaZe, to be honest. Don't.
That's not a high bar.
Yeah.
But, oh, it's
I was
Marvel. So, you know what? I was going to reveal this during the week, but I've got a Chosen Live coming this week. My worry for the MCU going forward.
Ooh.
So,
I'll definitely tune into that one.
Unfiltered,
Yeah.
uncensored, and I'm gonna be honest. And a little bit of a spoiler is Daredevil season 3. I'm concerned.
Oh hell no! You think I trust my soul with Disney? Of course not. You'd be a fool too.
You know, I see this in every fan casting, Henry Cavill as Wolverine, and it's because of this scene, like with the beard and the hairy chest. Wolverine vibes.
I can see it.
Like, if they don't make him Captain Britain, like, I mean, just saying, Captain Britain, maybe you make him Wolverine, yeah?
I think nobody would get mad if they say, "Oh yeah, Henry Cavill will be Wolverine." I approve it. Like,
this scene here inspired me to start working out. It was this scene. When I saw him holding that up and the score hit, I was like, woo! Get me in the gym, son.
oh man.
It's even better when you like hear Henry Cavill's story about how he was bullied and made fun of, and motherfucker's Superman now, so he's laughing all the way at the back.
Oh right, dude, he's a cool nerd.
He's the type of nerd that we need more of. The cool nerds, not these ones. Yeah, so I have an opinion. I'm faceless. Those are the nerds we need less of, and we need more Henry Cavills in the world.
Round of applause, Jacob.
Throwing that shit out there. I'm tired of this shit. I've had enough.
Don't be a
I'm
pussy
tired of
and
being the
you'll
nice guy
reveal
on
your
this
face.
YouTube
It's not that
content
hard.
creation.
All you've got to do is say hello, and that's it. Don't be a
I'm tired
pussy.
of always being the nice guy and bowing my knee to other people. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing that anymore.
Well, hello there.
Nervous drinking.
In the words of
Never
Johnny
drink it,
Lawrence,
man.
don't be a pussy.
Yeah, if Marvel get Henry Cavill, make him Wolverine. Like, if you're not going to make him Captain Britain, the other Captain Britain, not Peggy. That was a waste. Make him Wolverine.
He kind of got the edge to him. Like, hasn't he played like bad boy roles before too?
Yeah, like he played you seen in Mission Impossible. He was in that. Like he plays the bad dude pretty well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I love the actress who plays his mum in this. She's really good. She's really good.
Yeah.
See, I love this stuff. It's this stuff that, you know, the MCU doesn't have the balls to really expand upon. It's these little moments. Where it's just like a kid with these powers, you know, growing up with that.
Yeah,
now, time will tell if when the X-Men are inevitably brought in, if they do stuff like this. If they don't, then
I love these flashback sequences. I mean, they're really well done.
oh yeah, they're great. I love it. I remember when this was being first advertised when it was coming out, and I had no real interest in it, but
yeah,
it was definitely this. It's one of them kind of films where it probably didn't do too well in the first time it came out, but then word of mouth spread, and then as the years have gone on, it's got appreciation.
yeah. like I didn't watch it the first time. Like I heard of it, but this is when I was not really that interested in Superman or whatever. But when I saw, like when I actually got, because I was bored one day, I just said like, all right, let me put on Man of Steel or whatever, and dang.
Yeah,
wow.
I know that was the same thing with me. Like I never watched it when it came out, so a few years later, I was like, all right, I've never seen it. I'm a Christopher Reeve fanboy, but let me put it in. And I was like, well, hello. Where have you been all my life?
It's crazy that he was just doing other tasks to help people.
Wolverine audition right here.
Yeah.
It's just
he is Wolverine.
Got the dog tags.
It's like, look at him. Look at him.
he fits it, you know? Hey, what's up? Everyone put a cupcake emoji in the chat.
First of all, I just want to tell DC, if you guys don't re-sign Henry Cavill, something's wrong with you. Like, you just don't want to make money.
David, I know you're canceling stuff, but can you just, if you announce a Man of Steel 2, I will kiss your feet. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, for Christ's sake, why is it so hard? He wants to play the role. People like him in the role. Man of Steel is regarded as one of the best superhero movies of all time. Why? What?
It's one of those like men want to be like him, women love him. I mean, come on, like everybody wins. Like
everybody wins. Well, I mean, we love him because he's just funny as hell and he's perfect, and women love him because he's hot. It works, you know. It's like,
yeah.
Let's say, damn it, David, if you're watching this, get on that. Right, if James Gunn had directed this, you know how this would turn out.
All of them die except for Superman.
Yeah.
How did he survive?
Well, no, maybe Superman's like, you know what, I'm gonna drown you lot. Like that's what it'd be in a James Gunn movie.
Yeah. That moment when those windows don't really work.
Yeah. Natural. Convenience. Exactly. Henry's the fucking dude. And Henry's just he's just a cool dude, you know?
And the dude is smart. The man built a piece.
Nerd. He's a nerd, but he's a strong nerd, but he's a badass nerd, you know? He's the type of nerd that the reason I started this channel was because I wanted to redefine what a nerd is. It's not some specky, four eyes, spots everywhere, faceless, sitting behind a keyboard in threads and comments.
Doesn't work out.
Talking shit on social media. You know, that is the real nerd right there. That's a real nerd.
And he saved Fat Boy too.
Just throwing it out there. Yeah, Shola looks great as Blue Beetle, but whether the movie's good or not, or the show or whatever. Damn, I'm sorry about that, AR. Man, if I was there, I'd have put my foot in his ass. I hope you stuck it to him, man. Sorry about that, dude. There's a lot of that exists in the world at the moment. I will say, Zack Snyder loves a lens flare like JJ, doesn't he?
Yeah. Kevin Costner, my boy.
You know what? Another Star Wars parallel. His dad here is basically Owen Lars.
Yeah.
He doesn't want him to.
First of all, okay, this is where the comment accuracy did not come in. Like, yo, Zach, I need you to study a little bit more on the dad, okay? Because his pops would want him to save those people.
Yeah. Did you know, if the word nerd is redefined on my tombstone when I inevitably leave this world one day, I will consider my life a success. I want to redefine what a nerd is. Hey, Jermaine. What's up, brother?
The man literally built a PC.
Yeah, AR. I agree. It's best to stay calm in those situations, man. De-escalation. Rise above.
This is a real moment how Clark would actually act, though.
Yeah.
He finally knows his heritage.
Mm. He knows where he comes from.
We were sure the government was going to show up at our doorstep. No one ever came.
But yeah, you are right. He is pretty much Owen.
Essentially.
Because I was watching The New Hope the other day, the 45th anniversary or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like, dang, man, Owen is like overprotective. Like, dang, man, he's worse than the mom.
He's like, you mean the next semester before the harvest? It's only one more season. Yeah, that's what you said when Biggs and Tank left. It's like I'm going nowhere.
You're the answer, son. You're the answer to every woman in the universe.
I don't want to be.
And I don't blame you, son. You'd be a huge burden for anyone to bear. But you're not just Abel and Clark, and I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason. All these changes that you're going through one day.
Kevin Costner is such a good actor, though, man.
Zack Snyder's castings slap. I don't know about the Flash though. I'm not counting that. But Kevin Costner, Michael Shannon, Russell Crowe, perfect. Legacy actors as well. And then he's got like new actors like Henry Cavill and stuff. Perfect mix.
Yeah.
Like he uses the legacy actors in the supporting roles and he casts the new actors in the lead roles. Like I like that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. That's why I just said. That's why I said, like, you know, you may not like I understand like Zack Snyder's work is like hit and miss with a lot of people, but like when he does a good movie.
There you go. Now this is Henry Cavill's audition for James Bond. Honestly, this movie is just one big Henry Cavill audition. His earlier stuff was Wolverine. This is James Bond infiltrating.
Uh-oh.
I love how he just puts his arm on his shoulder, like, leave her alone.
Oh no, man! You better be lucky. Superman is a nice guy, dog.
Yeah, if we're talking like, you know, post lowest death Superman, then good luck.
He pushed him. He and he did flinch. Like,
you know that there was a moment I had similar to this when I was at work, and I think I remember telling you guys this. I got this thing lobbed at me, and it was so hard not to do anything. It was just, and the thing is, you're often perceived as weak if you hold back, but it's the amount of strength that it requires to not do anything.
Oh, he did something all right.
Oh yeah, he destroyed his. Yeah, no This is the Optimus Prime crossover.
It's like Clark is basically saying, "Man, I ain't taking this shit no more. Fuck you."
The helicopter's landing there. Why would we just stand right next to it?
Okay. No, this is a hot take, but I don't think he got it right with Lois Lane, though.
Yeah, I mean, like I like what's her name again? I knew her name. It's escaped me. What's the actress's name?
Oh snap! Now you gotta make me look it up.
Fuck. Amy Adams, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Amy, yeah, she's great, but I don't know. A very radical choice for Lois.
Because I was gonna say like Lois, his Lois is way too nice. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I always pictured Lois being like, Hawkeye's wife.
Yeah.
Similar to that.
Kind of like straight to the point.
Mm-hmm.
King, I always liked the Lois Lane from the old 90s TV show.
Yeah.
Oh
She was
god, I
good.
remember the intro to that.
With him, like with Dean Cain and them. Yeah, I remember that one. The first Lois and Clark.
I thought that was Stanley Tucci at first.
Mm.
Doubtful. That's 300 meters. Considerably larger than anything we know they built back then. But here's the spooky part.
Is that Taika Waititi?
The object is nearly 20,000 years old.
Who?
Nah, I'm tripping. Like, oh boy, that was like doing the computer. It looked
Yeah,
like,
I said, I thought it had me thinking then.
it's like, because I was like, is that Tiger? It looked like Tiger.
The Lois Lane from Smallville.
Yeah, before Smallville after season 6. Dog, you don't bring in Doomsday when Superman's a teenager. I'm sorry, that's that's the unforgivable sin.
Almost as unforgivable as bringing Doomsday into his second film.
Yeah.
You see the damage that is done to characters by screwing them over the first time.
Yeah.
You set a precedent. That is a problem. It's a real problem. Shit.
You set a precedent.
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's as much as Morbius sucks ass. Oh, but it's in a different universe. Yeah, but if MCU wanted to do anything with Morbius, the character's already tainted. Like,
And we gotta stop giving people excuses for this different universe crap. Like, seriously.
I'm hating that BS.
It's like, stop it. No. How about like you get it right the first time and like we don't have to have these
If
conversations.
you're using multiverse to fix stuff that you screwed up, fine. But don't screw stuff up again and then do it again. Like, shit. But again, you set a precedent. Like, Doomsday was screwed over in Smallville. Doomsday was screwed over in BVS. So when, for example, Doomsday is brought in properly for once, no one's gonna care because you screwed him over twice. Like it's like what's that thing? There's an example I had. We'll just use the Fantastic Four, for instance. The Fantastic
Four. Yeah.
Like 3 times. So
technically 4 if you count the early.
If you count, the other universe.
Yeah.
Lazy writing. Oh, but it's gonna get bigger. Yeah, that's fantastic. Wait, if this is where it's at and it's not even got bigger, with good times away. Just random.
I'm just gonna say it right. I'm gonna say it right now. If they don't get Fantastic Four right, it's just a good franchise.
Like if I can't handle it. The Incredibles nails the Fantastic Four better than the Fantastic Four do.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry.
The
Marvel will probably kill them off anyway by saying all their superpowers, and someone else will kill them straight away. So don't worry, that'll be their plan again.
Just like that.
It's like it's the first Marvel family, and you can't get it right. Come on, man. Like,
put some respect on the OGs. What's the best season of Smallville in your opinion, sir? Because I haven't watched it in years.
It's been a while since I watched it, but I want to say it was either 4 or 5. 4 or 5. Like right before Lois came or whatever. When it like it was just, I think me personally, this is just me personally. I think they should have edited it like at number 4 or 5 or whatever. Like,
So
don't
they kind of over.
yeah, they overstay their welcome because like if you're just going strictly on comics or whatever, like he don't talk to Lois or anything like that. Like her and Lois and Lana are cousins in the series, and I'm like, wait, what?
I actually forgot about that.
No, not Lana. Blonde chick. Is it Courtney? I think it's Courtney or whatever. It's
Something
the
like
blonde.
that,
Yeah,
Blondie.
yeah, the blondie chick, whatever. But still, even then, like Lois and Lana don't know each other. Like they, I'm just saying. Dude, Man of Steel 2 would be the perfect part to bring in Brainiac, though, man.
No, I think Henry's better. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind Tyler Hoechlin, but Henry Cavill is that dude.
Oh, the one from the new
CW.
Superman one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's all right. I like him, but Henry Cavill is.
I still haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting until the second season is done or whatever. But they tell me that Amy Jo Johnson got it correctly. Like she got Superman on point. Yeah.
I'm holding my reservations for that show. I'm a little CW'd out.
Yeah.
But I've heard that HBO are more involved with it than they are. So
yeah. Yeah.
Oh
boy, right here. He looked like Taika Waititi for a minute. I was like, wait, hold on.
I see what you mean.
It's like when you look pretty fast, you're like, Taika, what you doing up in here? Like
See his shots like that. I love it.
yeah. Oh yeah, this is definitely Star Wars X. But I know a lot of fans were kind of mad that like Lois like found out Superman's identity really quick in the first couple of seconds or whatever.
I can see why people wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
I can see why.
I can see why
it too much, but I can see why.
I didn't mind it that much because like if you did I mean, if we're just going by Marvel logic or whatever, Iron Man revealed himself like in the first movie, so I don't see
the good old days.
I don't see that much of a problem with it, but I can see their point of view. Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne, I love him in this movie.
Yeah. But like honestly, Lawrence Fishburne had me rolling in BVS though. Like,
oh yeah, he's funny in that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if he has a secret role. You know, like Zack Snyder had Martian Manhunter in this the whole time.
Yeah. It would have been funny. It was so funny when he said, like, Clark was asking, how come we can't tell the real news? Well, ask John, Marty, and Malcolm, and then we can have that. Then we can have that conversation. Like, I was like, yo, that was good right there.
Lobo would be good if there's a Man of Steel 2. I think Brainiac will probably be the one they go with.
Yeah, I personally would like Brainiac more than Lobo or whatever.
They could use Lobo for the third one.
Yeah.
Give us the second one first, though.
Because, they could have had Doomsday as the third one for his death, but, we can't have that because, it kind of...
See, you set a precedent.
Because think about this, man. Like, if you imagine you have Brainiac in Man of Steel 2. He basically kind of sets up the Justice League if you think about it, bro. Like, it's like
Why
Sort of
didn't
like
they
the
just
Age of
do the
Ultron.
Iron Man approach where you had Iron Man 2 before like even Thor and Captain America came out?
Yeah,
Like, why didn't they just do Man of Steel 2, and then work in other stuff? Like, why?
yeah.
Fucking shit. See, precedent is set,
Yeah,
but it's multiverse.
because
Multiverse.
I don't hate BVS like everybody else does. I mean, justifiably so. I can understand why
It's
people
what they
hate
did with
BVS.
Doomsday that pisses me off. Other than that, I don't mind it. It's Doomsday
Yeah.
that's my biggest problem.
Like,
The rest of the
to
movie isn't
me-
actually that bad. People just hate
Yeah.
it for the sake of.
yeah, I was gonna say this. I think everybody over hates the movie. It's rewatchable in bits and
You can
parts of
rewatch it, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, once
Like, the
again,
only
it does
problems
something-
I have with the movie is Jesse Eisenberg as Lex. Don't buy it.
Yeah,
And then Doomsday. Other than those two, it has one of the best openings to a superhero movie ever. I'll say
Yeah.
that.
and
Like
I could
the cut back and forth with young Bruce running through the forest, his parents are killed, then seeing Superman fight in the city as the rubble's falling. Like, I love that.
Yeah. Now I can understand why a lot of people didn't like Batman killing. I get it. I was the same way. I was like, well, that's not Batman. Like, I don't know what Zack was trying to do, but okay, like, it's new, but like, it's like, all right, okay, we're here. We're like, we're here.
Like,
Like,
yeah, like if things had played out better, maybe given a few movies, Lex Luthor could have evolved into that. Like, as time went along, like he could have evolved into the Lex that we know and love. As his character arc, like he starts out this, whiny Riddler knockoff, and then all of a sudden he's the bold badass. It could have worked, but
yeah,
we'll never know.
it's
We'll
like we
never
haven't. Yeah,
Heartbreaking is the word.
it's like, and then another thing was for the BVS thing. I don't mean to talk over this glorious movie or anything, but like I think Wonder Woman was not needed in there. I think it was like
It's the ham fisting of stuff. Like, there's an email that has all the Justice League members conveniently on it. Like,
yeah,
you haven't earned this.
yeah,
Where is this coming from? You're only
It was
going
just a-
to be in.
It was just a tad bit rushed.
Yeah. It's like going to Iron Man 2, right? And Rhodey's in there as normal. But then all of a sudden, you've got Captain America being set up properly. Like, Captain America's there, Hulk's there. They're all like, Tony just reads a file on the Shield mainframe, and then they're just all there. He gets that in Avengers, but they take their time to build up to it.
yeah.
They just wanted to play catch up because Marvel was doing Civil War, and they thought, hey, this will be a good idea.
Me personally, I don't think Zack Snyder wanted to put Wonder Woman in the movie.
No.
I don't know. I can't confirm that. I can't confirm or deny that, but something tells me that was a Warner Brothers decision.
Reeks of executive.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the reveal of his suit there. Oh. I love the modernization of the suit as well.
Yeah.
Like, it looks
No
like something
underwear.
you could genuinely wear today.
No underwear outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad that they kind of got rid of the underwear outside the pants type of thing. Like,
Yeah, that's a good choice. That's when sometimes comic accuracy can just take a back
Yeah.
seat.
yeah. It's like that's another thing.
Cue the duel of the
This
face
scene
music.
right here, bro. You can't tell me as a superhero fan that you did not like. Come on, man. Come on.
It's perfect. It's there. It's fucking glorious. I love the approach that they take with Superman in this movie. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's a shame what comes after it, but this is fucking golden.
Yeah.
And to be fair, if I, like, this Superman has set a precedent for what other Supermen should follow.
Yeah.
Well, CW fucked that up, but that side. Man of Steel 2. I want it. I want it. Do you know what? Oh, you sound entitled. Fuck it. I sound entitled. I want it. I want a Man of Steel 2. I don't respectfully request. I want a Man of Steel 2. I want it. I think though, do you know, like Kreese says, the world needs Cobra Kai. It's like the world needs Man of Steel 2. The DC EU needs Man of Steel 2. Like it's. If David announces it, I swear I'll pull up and I'll kiss his shoes. Like I'll buy him a box of chocolates. Like I'm not even joking.
I do like the fact that
2013 this movie came out.
I like the fact that he didn't know how to use his powers like automatically. He kind of just had to work on it a little bit.
Yeah, he adjusted to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you avoid a bit of the Gary Stu thing, you know.
The Gary Stu. Yeah. I like that.
Where it's the opposite of Mary Sue, but like for a dude.
Yeah.
It allows us to emotionally connect to the character, seeing him struggle and overcome it. That's staple in storytelling. I just wish these companies would remember that. But they don't. Oh, see, this is why Zack Snyder's good. Look at the snow that just covers around his hand as he... I'm sorry, you cannot watch the Snyder cut of Justice League, and when this score comes in, black suited Spider-Man, and not have chills. Like, fuck.
Spider-Man? You mean Superman?
Yeah. It's like Christ. When he shows up in the Snyder cut with this score, black suited Spider-Man. I said it again almost. Black suit. Yeah. Like, it's.
Bro, like the way he looked at Steppenwolf, he's like, "Yeah, I'm here, boy. What's up?" Like I pulled up.
The Justice version, they downplay it. In Zack Snyder's one, he's like, "No, I'm taking your head off."
Black Force, Nike Energy, Superman. That's what we want. Like
I mean, we're both wearing black. Like
I even got my Dawn of Justice shirt, man.
I had a False God t-shirt somewhere. I was wearing it one of my last streams.
I was basically saying, like, you know what? Since we're watching some Snyderverse type of Superman, let me go ahead and
got that from Comic-Con a while back.
Nice.
False God. Dude, if Henry Cavill gets erased, I'm gonna be pissed. You don't erase Henry Cavill. But mind you, to be fair, the way that Flash movie's panning out, without getting too much into it, you might want to be ready to erase the Flash as well. Just saying. Ezra. Ezra.
She's like, "Who are you?"
Mm-hmm. The mother and the girlfriend. She looked at her like,
Listen here, heifer. You stay away from my Clark.
You gotta work with your whippersnapper.
I figured if I turned over enough stones, you'd eventually find them.
I mean,
where are you from? What are you doing here?
see, I get what people are talking about. It's like, you know, like she kind of put two and two together real quick.
Mm-hmm. And this is his audition to play Dave Seville in the Alvin and the Chipmunks reboot. So it's just one big Henry Cavill audition.
Man, I remember when I first saw him in the Count of Monte Cristo when he was like really, really young, when he was like not buff, when he was skinny Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Henry Cavill.
I'm sorry. Another thing about this movie. He did not look 18 years old in this movie.
No, It's that classic Hollywood thing of they don't look the ages. But that's just Hollywood for you. They get like every teenager is played by someone who's 20 to 30. It's always the way.
Yeah.
Somehow it works.
See, if this was me, like I would have got old boy from Smallville to do like a small cameo as Clark, in my opinion, because him and Henry Cavill kind of look the same, sort of.
And this is his audition to play a multiverse Spider-Man, with the dad basically having the Uncle Ben line.
Yeah.
Leave the poor dog in there, you know. Oh, the dog.
Jeez, Jacob, we have to have a reason for his dad to die.
That's the one thing I'm a bit iffy on in this movie. I'd have said, damn the consequences. I'm not letting you die. Screw that. Said, screw these people. Let them judge me. I'm not letting you die in a bloody tornado. But
hey, he's actually doing an audition for Daniel LaRusso too.
Yeah. Karate Kid too.
Karate Kid too.
I mean, I appreciate that the dad, like, I understand why the dad doesn't want him to reveal his powers and stuff, and I get it, but I would have still said, screw that. I'm bloody coming to get both of you. I'm not leaving you to die. Hell no.
Man, honestly, bruh, I don't care what nobody said. Jonathan Kent would not care if his son would have saved him. Like, I'm sorry. No.
Yeah,
Zack
I don't believe that.
I don't believe this. Like,
if anything, it might have actually been safer to stay in the car.
yeah.
Like, in a weird sort of way, it might have actually been safer for him to stay in the car. And he's just like,
No. What do you mean don't save you? Come on, man. Like,
and this is Henry Cavill's audition to play a Jedi in Star Wars. He's about to scream no. Damn it, man.
Because I trusted him. Because he was convinced that I had to wait. That the world was not ready.
But you see, the thing here is the world will never be ready. So damn the consequences and save your old man.
Better watch out, Lois. Hey, Harry's got it.
The hell?
He knows you're working on the source and he cannot wait to rip you into
Tattletale.
I told you not to run with this. You let Woodward just shotgun it all over the internet. Now the publishers want me. Oh, just like that. What happened to your leads?
They didn't pan out. The story of smoke.
Perhaps
Someone offered me the red pill and the blue pill, you see. That's the thing, Mr. Fishbone.
you try something like this again, you're done. No, let's make it 3 weeks since you're so willing to agree with me.
Harry!
No, don't. I believe you saw something else. But not for a moment do I believe that your leads just went cold.
At least he was looking out for her.
Reasons are, for dropping it, that you're doing the right thing.
Why?
I do like how he's portrayed in this, that he's not just your standard J. Jonah type editor that will do anything for a story. He's like, you know what, let's have integrity. Let's not put a load of BS out there and clickbait people into a load of shite. Let's get, you know, if you know, like, let's give them a bit of let's have a bit of honor about ourselves, you know.
No expanded thumbnails or anything like that.
Yeah, you know, like if he printed an article and he just basically got an image and then
What are you?
but like basically Eddie Brocking it from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And this is his audition to play Wolverine in the X-Men Origins reboot.
Pretty much with Lawrence Fishburne's character, what I notice is like he he doesn't want nothing bad to happen to his employees because he knows how bad the news business can get. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he also knows the gravity of if it is true about Superman, he knows the effect it will have.
yeah,
And then if it all started with them, it could be a very bad situation.
it's sort of like you remember Ben Affleck's Daredevil, right? You remember like at the end where old boy had the dirt on Daredevil and he could have just like ratted him out, but he decided not to. It's good.
Yes. At the ending of the film, yes.
Yeah.
He's like, he had all of it on Daredevil, and he was like, you know what? I'm not going to.
Yeah. Because he put two. Yeah, he put two and two together. He's like, wait a minute.
If I do this,
Yeah. Once he got the baton, he's like, whoosh. Oh snap.
it's. I like characters like that because not everyone's going to be out to get you to sell a story. Some people go like, you know what? This isn't the way.
Yeah. Like they had a human moment or whatever. Yeah, I could have got paid millions and millions of dollars if I was to like reveal the secret identity of Daredevil, Superman, Clark Kent, whoever or whatever. Like, you know.
But then the
But
ripple effect.
no. But it's the ripple effect. If I do that, then his family's gonna be hunted down. Like I can't have the blood on my hands.
Yeah. Oh, Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
I'm so happy they confirmed that he was Martian Manhunter. I was like, it's perfect casting. Perfect casting.
So you were in the same way. Did you like when you were watching BVS and like Man of Steel? Like, did you have the vibe that you know what? It's something. I think he might be a superhero. Like, because that's what I was.
There's a vibe to him.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're just saying that because it's confirmed. No, genuinely, before the Snyder Cut came out, or even the Justice Sweetie Pie version, there was a feeling about him. There's a feeling. I can't describe it, but there's a vibe that he kind of knows a bit more than everyone else in the room, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. The fact that he kept on letting Lois go or whatever, because like Lois could be like bought up for treason for like violating government type of stuff, but he kept on letting her go. Like,
and Martian Manhunter's a powerful dude.
Yeah. I mean, he could have just like literally wiped her mind clean, honestly. Kneel before Zod.
I love the approach that this movie takes, where it's like our first contact with the aliens.
Yeah.
This is why this movie was such a good beginning for the DCEU. Such a good beginning.
But did they capitalize it? No.
No.
Thank you, Thank you, Hamada.
Why did you say that name? Say,
I'll be right back, sir.
some Save Martha BS that was. Ugh. Love this scene. Absolutely love this scene. Oh, snap! Wait, Star Wars Celebration 2023 will be held in London from April 7 to 10 next year. Oh, boy, I'm going to that. Whoa. Hey, hell yeah. Oh, that's fucking sick. Oh, I'm going to that. 100%. Oh, going to London. The 40-year anniversary of Return of the Jedi? Oh, hell yes. And by the way, for those watching along with me, I love this bit in the film. Zod's message. I love it. Oh, shit.
I think this is my favorite part in the whole movie.
I love the tone of this scene as well. It sets up so much. It's a great reveal. Even though we've already been introduced to Zod and stuff, it's kind of like it recontextualizes his entrance.
Yeah.
Oh man, Star Wars Celebration's coming to London next year. Fuck it, I'm going to that.
You are gonna put in your tickets, hotel.
Oh, I don't know. I could just take the tube. Oh hell yeah, love it. But he is not one of you. Oh, it's an XL as well. Sick.
That's crazy.
Oh man, I'm definitely going to that. I need to make a note of that to remember it, because the thing is, the tickets for it goes on, like they go out fast.
When the tickets go on sale?
It'll probably be a few months like before the actual event, but they go like way in advance. Hang on, you know what? I don't even need. Let me not use my notebook. Let me just remind myself on my phone.
Put it on your phone.
Shout out to Stuart if you're watching this, but me and him both love the. You ever see the trailer that they did for Zod? Before Man of Steel released, like it was so good. Right.
Hello.
Are you watching this crap?
Black Air Force Energy.
Black Force Air Force Energy.
Is being threatened here. Not the time to talk about
He basically just telling, I told you so. You should have left everything alone. Like,
I gotta go.
I love her ambition to try and run away. Oh, I'm so happy it's coming to London, man. Always wanted to go.
damn.
Yeah, you're never going to get away from him. Oh wow, here we go. Standard bully.
Man. Oh
Why
yeah,
is it
the bully that
bully
picked
in
on him.
every American thing ever is wearing a jock like jacket? Like every. Is it how it is over there? Like, is every bully over there wearing a jock jacket all the time?
Not really, dude. Because the thing is about
Stereotype.
the thing that most of the bullies nowadays is all of them are a bunch of wussies. like Johnny will say, because everybody hides behind computer screens now. No one doesn't like if you got beef with somebody, like no one doesn't even fight it out. Like they just like verbal talk.
Yeah, I like how the ginger kid helped him up though. But
I mean, Mark saved his life, man. He's forever indebted to him.
See the way that pole was bent round as well. He wanted to smack the hell out of that dude.
Yeah.
And as much as like I was saying it earlier, like I know it's Superman and stuff, but it's a real thing. Like people have to hold on to stuff to not smack someone's teeth in. Like it requires a great deal of strength to hold back. A lot of strength.
It goes back to the old saying. Like people like I love Batman. Batman's my favorite character or whatever. But you gotta imagine what it's like to be Superman. Like you're always walking on like eggshells. Like you can literally kill somebody with your pinky. Like seriously, like
the amount of damage that he could do to anyone, like having that kind of power. That's what I mean. He's got like the powers of Thor, but the approach of Cap. Like it's having all that power. It's probably tough for him to hold back.
It's pretty much if Uncle Ben was here, he would say, well, "Son, well, like I told my little nephew, great power comes with great responsibility."
Mm-hmm.
What does your gut tell you?
That's crazy that this bully is a priest. I did not notice that.
I'm not sure the people of Earth can be either. Sometimes you have to take a leap of faith first.
Big leap of faith.
The trust part comes later.
But my thing is this: like, how does anybody not notice that he is Superman? Like,
Mm-hmm.
he's not even wearing glasses.
It's always that kind of thing where it's just like, how did you not see him?
Yeah,
Don't play games with me, General. I'll surrender. But only to guarantee Lois.
See what I mean? I had a vibe about him being something more than just a soldier the way he's squaring up to Superman.
yeah,
He's like, what are you doing here? It's almost like he's not saying it like an earthling. He's saying it like, what are you doing on my territory? My turf.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
yeah. Basically, he's saying like, okay, if something bad was to go down, like if like Superman goes crazy, I have to step in. Like, you know,
He's like, I'm gonna have to out myself to step in. What threat are you? What are you bringing to my territory?
yeah,
That's what he gave him the look of. It's like, I'm the alien here, not you.
yeah. Because they pretty much, I don't know. Have you watched the new movie Superman, Man of Tomorrow?
Not yet.
You'll like it. It's kind of like this a little bit.
Okay, check out. There's a lot of the animated stuff I haven't caught up on yet.
Yeah.
I was on Son of Batman before, so I got to continue that order.
Yeah. Bet. But I'm excited for that new Jon Stewart movie that's coming out next month.
Should be pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the animated version.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yep, I'm copping that when it comes out on Blu-ray.
Let's put our cards on the table. You don't, and you never will. But that doesn't mean I'm your enemy. And who is?
See, it's those questions. He's like, then who is he? It's not a human wouldn't ask that, you know. I mean, a human would, but the way he's saying it, it's almost like an alien's challenging him.
Yeah.
Mm.
He basically got her pardoned. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because knowing her, she would have said anything. She was not going to reveal anything to him.
Mm-hmm. You can already feel the tension between the Lois and the Clark.
Oh, yeah. I want to sex you up.
Look at that. Lois
like-
wanted the
The Man of Steel.
mm-hmm.
I always thought this was a nice scene when she shows up with the helmet. And I think he's in charge.
It's pretty cool. And here we have a Sarge Ventress. Hey, army man, dude. What's up, man?
I'm Sub-Commander Farewell. On behalf of General Zod, I extend you his greetings.
Couldn't extend them to me himself.
Are you the ranking officer here?
Of course I am. A Martian manhunter,
General
mofo.
Zod would like this woman to accompany me.
You asked for the alien. Didn't say anything about one of our own.
Shall I tell the General you're unwilling to comply?
I don't care what you tell him.
All right.
It's the old classic saying: we do not negotiate with terrorists.
Christ.
I mean, no offense. I love my military, but we would have got destroyed that day if they was to go throw down with her.
Yeah, they would have, as much as we loved it, oh, say, can you see? Like, it's,
we would have lost that day badly.
Superman alone, these guys aren't as strong as Superman, but strong enough.
They're military Kryptonians.
Oh, yeah. Bred for combat specifically.
Yeah. Like, basically, like, if you was to put the higher rankings into it, like, Superman will be like a normal Kryptonian, and, like, they'll put him in the ground. If you're being 100.
Absolutely. Be right back in just a moment. Just a moment. Just a moment. King, hold down the fort, son.
Yes, we went on commercial break, people. We is on commercial break right now. Oh, snap. Kryptonite. Help him, damn it. Help him. Oh, boy. And he is back.
A squeaky door confirms my arrival.
Yep.
There you go. Black suited Zod right there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. Black suits.
The Zod. Kneel before Zod, you mortals.
Brought me to my knees. Man. From his perspective, though, imagine that being the reveal that you wake up to.
Yeah.
Especially if he's born and bred on Krypton, lived his entire life there, dedicated his, whole life to saving it. Just to watch it die. It's as much as we root for Superman, there's a story there where, kind of sympathize with the geezer a little bit.
Now, I know this is a hot take, but do you believe that nowadays that they're doing too many villain movie gray area type of movies?
Like, you can do it every now and then, but you don't want to cheapen it by having every villain have some great, like, you need some out and out villain sometimes. Like, you can give them a bit of a gray center, but sometimes you need a distinguishable line between this is the good guy, this is the bad guy. You can't always gray it that much. As again, This is what I said. Just on a little Cobra Kai side note, I'm sorry if people get upset by this, but it's going back to black and white formula. It's gonna happen. All the grey characters are coming to the good guys. Oh, but Jacob, fuck off, right? Okay. The grey is coming to the good side of the fence, and
Yeah.
the crazy nut jobs are on the bad side of the fence. So
Yeah.
just throwing it out there, and I didn't need to dilute anything. Yinky. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes, like, I mean, you can have a villain have some gray center, but you know, you don't need.
See,
You need a distinguishable line. This is the person I root for versus this is the person I don't root for. You know.
see, like, what's it called? Like going back to Pirates of the Caribbean, Davy Jones. You feel for the guy. I mean,
but he's a villain.
He's still a villain. He's still an asshole. Like he doesn't care about nobody. Like, but he had justified reasons why he became a villain.
Like the gray moral center that they give him is you can kind of feel for him. And this is a great shot, by the way. Black suited Spider-Man. Keep saying Spider-Man. Black suited Superman. But you know he's still the villain. One thing that you could do is you give Vader the gray moral center, even though he's a villain. But Palpatine, no gray moral center. You make that dude a villain. Like that's how you balance it. On the evil side, you have someone who genuinely is a villain, out and out.
Yeah,
that's how you balance it. But
yeah,
I mean, I liked what Creed 2 did with Drago. I like what Walking Dead did with Negan. I like what Pirates of the Caribbean did with Barbossa. But you don't want to overdo it because then it's just like, you know, you need some villains to be bad, you know? It's like with Thanos. Like, he's not necessarily bad, but he is the one that we're working against.
Yeah.
Like, you can understand him, you get his point of view, but he's still the villain, you know?
Yeah. That's why I appreciate Darkseid, because Darkseid just straight up told you, I just need the equation so I could just take over the world. I don't care about anything else but power. Like, and see, I'm okay with that being the generic or whatever. Yeah, like, you know,
he's power hungry.
Yeah, the anti-life equation. Yeah, that's what it's called. The anti-life equation. He has no sympathy for anybody. You ain't getting in his way. He doesn't care. I mean,
hell,
like,
even at the end of the Snyder Cut, he was like, "We will use the old ways."
Yeah.
You know what the old ways is? It's massacre.
Yeah. Like,
killing
if
everyone. Basically
he's saying like every planet that I stop by when I get to Earth, just blame it on Superman.
yeah. It's like Tristan says there. Sometimes you need a few classic Dragos to really, because you want to give the good guys something to go up against. You know, you want to root for the protagonists against an uphill battle. You know, you don't want it to just be easily done. You know, I know we're in the age of redefining villains, but they got to be careful they don't overuse it, especially companies like Sony that give them movies, even though they're all Spider-Man villains.
So, like, I kind of have to blame it on this TV show that kind of like gave the blueprint of it. Like,
did it set the precedent?
It set the precedent.
It's the precedent for it.
Yeah, basically, like, why, like, people started copying off of it a little bit, and it's a show that I watched during the pandemic or whatever. It was called Once Upon a Time.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically Disney's fault. Like, it's basically Disney's fault, dude. Because like, there's
back to Disney.
I mean, it's true.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, once upon a time, man.
See, it set the precedent. It set
because like,
because what's that judge's name? Judge Mathers.
Yeah. This guy here.
But yeah, I know what you mean. It set the.
Yeah, it set the precedence of it, man.
I was saying earlier on how, like, you know, sometimes villains, they got to be out and out, but also, like, aside from just that, there's also a level where the beauty of stories like Man of Steel is it doesn't dilute anything and dumb it down. It doesn't, you know, stretch something. so unbelievably out of control that it just looks like a tainted product. Just to get you to just, go, hey, I bet this is interesting. You see the product and you're like, man, what is this? What is this? It's not like Zack Snyder was directing this movie and he thought, you see that scene where his cape's flapping? Why don't we just extend it a little bit? We take that cape and we just stretch it all the way across, and then we change it from red to this orangey tint.
Yeah.
God's sake, But yeah, no, I agree. It's we do need to go back to that black and white formula for a little bit, just to, because it's like, okay, all right, villain origin stories and sympathy stories, it's cool, but can we just, not every villain needs a sub story. Can we,
Yeah. This is where I kind of blame Once Upon a Time, because they're the ones that kind of started it.
They set the precedent. You set a precedent. This is what I mean. Even with the worst movies that come, even with the worst movies, there's always some kind of precedent that they set for movies that come later on.
Yeah,
because everyone will always think back to that movie.
So how's everybody doing today?
So,
doing good.
Doing good, sir. Doing good, sir. We're Men of Steel. We're all black. We're all black. There you go. Look at that. And obviously not me, because I'm not. But I meant the clothing choices.
Yeah, we got the OG. We got the OG4 right now.
The OG4. Oh, I
Superman's
love this shot. Oh, this is good. Oh, I love this. It's gold.
This movie has a really good
This is
pacing.
just-
I mean, it feels like
He basically just told Zod to, like, in his words of.
Basically told Zod stuff, He said to Zod, take this idea that you have, stick it up there. Imagine Miyagi crossed over. Shout out to you, Cobra Kai Wilder. I'll say it for you. Daniel-san, get off my nuts. The thing is, if this was like an MCU project, when he saves Lois there, they would have dragged that out. They would have made him had a mental crisis while trying to break the capsule open or something. It's like, no, he can literally just rip it open. Like, it's not that hard. Oh, no, you see, the first time I watched this, when I saw that shit pull up, I was like, I know, you ain't hurting Mama Ken. No.
That's great. Leave Mama Ken alone.
I like that spin that they did. That's a throwback to the old school Superman.
Yeah. They also did it in the Snyder Cut too. Like, they went back to the same place where they.
See, is it just me, or is she just like thirsty for like? I'm just throwing it out there. Like them two are just like the way they're looking into each other's eyes. I'm like, God.
Yeah.
But you see, this is where Superman. He's like, you know what? Oatmeal later. I gotta protect Mama Kent first. Oh, I love how she just like go there. She's like, go away, fuck off.
Oh no!
Nah, you're wrong for that. You grabbing Mama Kent by the throat? Naughty. Don't do that shit. I'm gonna drop your ass.
He already knew. They already can hear him coming. Or. It's like you leave Martha Kent alone, man. You leave her alone.
Martha Kent alone. You don't touch Mama Kent. See, that was so unnecessary what he did there with the truck, but it worked. I like it. It's fine. He's screaming at Mama Kent. You see, this was every son in this scene Vicariously living through Superman saying, beat that fucking dude's ass.
Yeah.
How dare you touch the mum like that? No, you're going
the
down.
mom. We fighting for this.
Boy, you must punch your mind.
Oh god, no. See, this is every self-respecting man that doesn't, how do I put it? Do all this kind of crap. That cares about his mum will absolutely do all
They're
that.
down right there.
That's a throwdown.
Was Zod on shrooms?
All right.
I love
What?
that. It's like the Buzz Lightyear thing where he's he's like overselling it.
What man mark are you guys at?
So I'm at 1 minute 31. They're taking Zod into the thing.
Oh, he kicked his ass. Yeah, in the farm. Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking Zod away after he just ripped his helmet off. Silly little bastard.
Kneel before Zod. Now I can say this though, the fighting scenes were like way too long in here.
Oh yeah, like the fight scenes in this movie, they're epic, but they could have like probably dialed down on some of them just a little bit, just to I've lost my grammar.
Yeah.
It was like a 30-minute fight scene, right?
Yeah. I was like, if this is the amount of destruction they're doing in the first movie, fucking God help the rest of it. They went full Michael Bay on this bit.
Wait, this fight's long. Oh, I like it when you Furio, whatever her fucking name is, she whoops their ass. Ooh, she went to town on them.
So he basically just did the Incredible Hulk moment right here.
Essentially, yeah. Essentially, it's I love the way it just spring like leapfrogging right into the jet, and then he's like, nah, just tosses her away.
Oh, you gotta go into an IHOP, man.
She whooped his ass.
Yeah, that's why I told Jacob. Like, Superman is a runt on his planet technically, because like all these other guys are like trained Kryptonian military.
Yeah,
like she got the. That's what I like about this movie is like they kind of incorporated like some fight sequences and stuff, like not just like flying.
Yeah. The fight scenes are quite grounded as well.
Yeah.
Like towards the latter half of the movie, like shit really escalates. But for this bit, it's done really well.
Sue.
See, Marvel don't have the balls to do half of this shit, man.
Oh, damn! Oh,
I'm just being honest. They don't have the balls to do half of this stuff. Like Hulk, that guy slamming that dude down is more aggressive than Hulk's been in the last few movies. Like, in that one moment, I tell you what Steve did in Stranger Things to that little bite thingy without spoilers. Like, you know, that is more aggressive than Hulk. See, this dude's fucking going in. She's going in. Oh, I love it. This movie started with such promise.
That's one thing you can't take away from Zack Snyder. He goes all in.
All in and more.
All in.
Come on,
Oh,
Superman, you get a bad door. Don't let them do this to you. Oh, come on, man. Like, oh.
I think this is where he gets his lasers, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's good about this is even though they don't nerf Superman, that's the difference. He isn't nerfed here. It's just
You really
They're
get.
good.
he's very rookie. You know, it's more like
Yeah,
he's
it's like the
very
Batman.
novice.
Yeah.
In Marvel, it's like, no, we got to nerf them and then buff them again, you know? But the thing is with Superman, what's his real kryptonite is not necessarily kryptonite. It's his... I said earlier on, RJ, that he's basically Captain America with powers. You know, it's that he cares more about others than himself. So he'll save everyone. He'll save everyone else before, you know, fighting them.
It's more hard to do good than like it's easy to do bad, but it's really hard to do good, even though that side is so
and he's
easy.
got all that power.
She whooped their
He's
ass.
like, gods don't have to choose. We take.
We take.
Bow, bow. So, take.
That's
See what
one
I'm
of the
talking about?
best lines from a villain.
Yeah. Oh, say, can you say?
Yo, man.
Imagine an edit of that playing over there.
It's like I already called it. I said, like, you know, our military, I love them, but dang, bro, y'all got some
just
moves.
imagine
Like,
the advert for this on TV. Like, this is how they recruit people in this world, and someone
Hey,
does
no.
an edit, and it's like, oh, say, can
You can't take nothing away from this dude because this dude was like, I ain't going down how to fight. You gonna
No,
have
this
to
dude was bad to the bone. You know that Old Republic cinematic that I showed you of that like soldier that tries to kill a Sith?
Yeah.
Like that, he gives me that energy where he doesn't give a frog's fat ass. He's gonna go down swinging.
Yeah.
I love that. He's just a guy that no powers, nothing. But he
He's like,
just
come
wants to
on.
do the right thing. Oh man, oatmeal everywhere.
Own reward.
she says, like, now this is a knife.
Oh, I love when he reverses that line back at her. Now you see, that's how you do a reversal of line. Certain characters that, you know, try and reverse a line and it doesn't fucking land. You knew what I was thinking of, but it's the first one that came to mind. But the MCU does that a lot, you know, when they like reverse a line. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
don't do that.
Because I'm a mother.
Get that out of here.
See, as I said, the way you reverse a line is so important. She says a good death is its own reward. He's like, good death is its own reward.
Yeah.
You know, and he takes her out. You know, that's when a good line is. Otherwise, you're Peter Griffin it. You know, where he's like, you know, the hook was
gonna
related.
lie. She's kind of good looking.
Oh yeah, she's fine. She's got authority about her as well.
Yeah.
That's Zod's main girl right there. She'd do anything for Zod.
The stupidest line I've ever heard in my freaking life. I'm a mother.
Yeah, so
There's plenty of mothers that are not
Just
crazy.
made another single mother in Reed Richards, but I'm not going to go into.
Yeah. Bring it back.
Let's have fun. Let's have fun with Man of Steel. I'm not going to go into it. I love this soundtrack.
I see watching this movie is just painful because why hasn't there been
know
a
what
Man of
comes
Steel 2?
after.
Why has there been a Man of Steel 2?
It's like, do they hate
As
Henry
I said
Cavill?
earlier on, unless Henry Cavill slept with someone behind closed doors or he has pictures of someone, I don't understand what the reasoning is for why there isn't a Man of Steel 2. And I don't care if you sound like an entitled fan. Fuck, I don't care. I say I want a Man of Steel 2. I want it. I'll sound like You know
It's
that
time
kid in
to announce it. It's time to fucking announce it.
You know that kid in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? You know, Veruca Salt, you know, the little pompous, you know, little fuck. The one that wants everything all the time, the little princessy whatever. Basically, season 4 backpack Sam on drugs. But I want it, and I want it now, you know? Take all my money.
I want it all.
Oh, man, that's just, see, fucking, you hurt Mama Kent, then it's personal.
All right, now I'm gonna have to whoop your ass.
Yeah, the actress that plays the mum, she's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I was saying to King earlier on, one thing I like about 80% of Zack Snyder's castings is all the supporting characters are played by legacy actors, and all the main characters are played by played by new new actors. Please mind the gap between Superman.
Mind the gap. Look at this little pedophile right here.
Jesus.
Wow, son.
He looks like one, man.
Even has the voice like it as well. It reminds me of the dude from the Batman with the squeaky voice.
Which one? The cop? The fat cop? Or
You know the one that's not the not the damn not the fat one, the Luigi looking one. You know the
oh, he's like Gordon. The guy's gonna get himself killed in there.
He's Batman.
Dude, that fat cop had me rolling. He was like, "Happy fucking Halloween."
Still gonna pull this motherfucker's brains
Motherfucker's brains out.
out. Watched Halloween Kills early today.
Oh, nice.
Man of Steel. Yes, it's a need. It's a need. Do you know what? It's the movie we want and deserve. You've all seen that Dark Knight meme. That's what it is. Oh, Lisa says Dark Knight's leading by 45%.
Wait. What's going on?
For the franchise.
Oh.
Part of me really wanted to have the Pirates, but you know, hey, it is.
You know what? We will squeeze that in there because I really want to watch those two. Transformers is 8%, Dark Knight's 45%, Indiana Jones 10%, Rocky Creed 24%, Pirates of the Caribbean 13%.
Let's see.
Damn. Make sure everyone who's watching now or after the fact, go and vote on the community tab.
Simply makes you stranger.
Smacking it.
Now.
And then somewhere Ben Affleck is watching this.
Yeah, and he's thinking, man, could have been
Superman, you gotta
Ben Affleck's like, man, Superman, you asshole.
die.
you dick. Initiate that bitch. Man, it's got that energy in this movie. It's amazing, you see.
Okay, I don't know what it is. People running from like a disaster is just funny to me in a movie.
Hey, you see that one guy's like, you know, there's a bit in Fantastic Beasts 3 that me and Stuart couldn't stop laughing at. It's when she casts like crystal balls like at someone's head, and he just goes ding 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 ding, and he's like ah, and then someone's getting suffocated in clothes, and he's just like.
This is one. I forgot what it was, but no, Transformers in the first one, where like just the cars flip over the woman, and she's like, like she's kind of screaming.
Oh, what you mean when Ironhide jumps over?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then he winks at her like that. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work.
How do you guys feel about Amy Adams as Lois Lane? I know people don't like her.
King brought that up earlier.
I think she's the wrong choice, in my opinion, because she's not sassy enough.
I think that like the actor is a fine choice. It's just the writing. Like they didn't have her do anything sassy or anything like that.
You know, we were saying earlier on that before they confirmed that he was Martian Manhunter, do you not get like outer worldly vibes from his character in this movie? Like he just the way he is Superman, it's very, it's like as if an alien would be like, "Hey, this is my turf, homie." You know, it's like,
yeah, he's always like, "Turn, my turn." Yeah.
And then Arnold, imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger cameos here, and he's like,
and like I was saying earlier, like he kept on helping Lois, even though they both could have like got in trouble.
Lois went to oatmeal, man. She keeps smiling, getting in her mind. She's like,
no, as we said earlier, Lois and Clark are very, you know. But he's a man on his mission. It's, you know.
I will make oatmeal. Oatmeal will be better.
Oh, dude! I just noticed when the machine lifts people, there's someone in the in the rubble that was like, "Oh yeah." I shouldn't be laughing.
He's dead. Yeah.
It's like that bit in the first Transformers when the human's in front of Megatron. He's like, no. Disgusting.
Did you guys know that like during filming of this movie, they struggled to get like Henry's hair to look like the comic accurate, like with the little
I could imagine. Blowing out of place all the time.
Like they struggled. Like Zach was like, just forget it.
I think it's because the way his hair grows, it's not like that kind of look. So it's just, you know, fuck it.
Yeah, they wanted to have a comic accurate with like the twirl thing.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't do it.
But it has like a sort of curl like that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like a thin curl.
With his hair. They just couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, you know, saying earlier on, DC, I mean, hey, if, you know, I'm just saying, Superboy, and then Marvel. I said to King earlier, this is basically just one big Henry Cavill audition. Like, he auditioned for Wolverine at the start of this movie with the oil rig stuff. He auditioned for Alvin and the Chipmunks, like, the reboot, when he's, like, talking to Lois. He's auditioned for like buddy. What was the other one? Daniel LaRusso. He's auditioned for quite a few things in this.
Yeah,
one big audition movie. This is one big set. This is one big show reel. Is what it is.
And my thing is this: if you don't like Henry Cavill as a person, I think something's utterly wrong with you.
As I said
I
earlier,
think you're a fat person that lives in your basement and thinks he's right all the time.
I strive to redefine and recontextualize what a nerd actually is. It's people like us, Henry Cavill. It's not spotty splurting freaks with jelly hair and, you know, basically like this all the time, you know, like this, you know, you can't see them, faceless, sitting there, got the most to say, the most to talk shit about people and spread a load of crap, you know, start drama like little babies, you know, that's not what a nerd is.
2 episodes to an established show, yeah.
There's different levels to nerd, you know. There are levels to this shit, you know. there's the type of nerd that will stand outside a cinema saying, George Lucas raped our childhood, still a virgin. Or there's the type of nerd that's like us, where it's like, hey, we can go out for a walk, we can spend
Get some
time
fresh
in
air.
nature, get some fresh air, and not. I love the way this is directed; it's perfect. And not stretch like you see how like this scene right here. We don't stretch it beyond anything that it needs to be. It's perfect. Like we don't like the
Bro,
way Zach's done this movie. He doesn't overly dilute it with a load of CG and special effects to the point where it's insane. Like it's manageable.
but you can't tell me that this would not make a Brainiac would not make a good second antagonist, my man.
Oh, he would make a great one.
First responders. Oh snap!
Leon, what's up, my brother? Bang. Oh, that building's going down. See, this is what I mean about Lawrence Fishburne's character here. He's a very honorable man.
See,
But, let's get the hell away from this rolling building.
girl in the purple, like she has the look of Lois.
Yeah, surprised they didn't use her.
She has more of a look to Lois than what you call it.
I love how even though his father's dead, technically, they still find a way to keep Russell Crowe within the story.
Yeah, Russell Crowe, aka Maximus Decimus Meridius. Oh. Uh-oh.
What happened?
He said he basically just told Zod that his son is twice the man that he is. And we'll finish what we started.
Man, this is one of the movies that is literally designed for the cinema as well. Like,
Yeah.
in the cinema, you'd be having a fucking blast with this.
Come on, Yankee Pinky is about to make some hanky pinky.
Wow.
Yep.
Wait a minute. When did you get weren't we just together not too long ago? Like
You see, this is an example, like here, where Lawrence Fishburne's character here, he's a guy that will stay in his lane and he'll stick to what he knows and what he's good at. But he's an honorable man. He has integrity, and as I was saying earlier on, he doesn't put out bullshit in his newspapers and whatnot. He doesn't spread misinformation just to cause a stir. Like he doesn't just put shit out there to be edgy. He's got honor and intentions. Like intention. Not intent, wrong wording. Honor and integrity, and he's going above and beyond helping this person in rubble. That's what a hero really is. Unlike. Man, I'm not gonna lie. The first time I saw it, I thought he was honestly gonna actually die.
See, I can see the Christopher Reeves part in this one right here.
Yeah.
Can no right. Can no right.
Destroyed that machine. Boom. Badass.
Oh, what's good?
Oh wow, must be a DC filled day. It's like got Man of Steel on, you got the Dark Knight. Dang, all right. What the hell's wrong with you, Pinky? Oh, bollocks.
Whoops. Bollocks. There you go.
Back with bollocks.
It is bollocks. No, Yinky, send you back in. Oh, it would be a crime. If Henry Cavill never comes back, I'm suing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be kind of mad if Henry Cavill doesn't come back as Superman.
Kind of.
That'll be the biggest L.
It's the biggest L of the century.
Big L.
Because BVS, I don't care what people say. That's not his movie.
No, that's
Steel.
Doomsday.
That's a Warner Brothers movie right there.
I thought it was Elon Musk then for a second.
The Twitter owner.
Yeah, I'm tired of the BS.
Yes.
Hey, should take out the V from Batman versus Superman to just BS.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
What's good, Zod?
Like the final battle is so long. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was saying.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I like the movie, but good God, man.
That was my only complaint about this movie was like really the fight scenes were way too long for me.
They could have cut some of that. They could have chopped a bit off just to like make the pacing go a bit faster.
Because it was like like I said, it was like a 30-minute fight scene, right? If you just put all of the battles together.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the movie's 2 hours and 23 minutes. I mean a good hour of that fight scene, right?
Yeah. But it's still good fight scenes. That's what I'm saying.
Mm. It's good fight scenes. They just could have trimmed it down a little bit. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that pilot he went flying out of there. Fight smart. That's it. Fight smart. See, the thing is, you know, her underestimating of him is what's her downfall. You know, love that.
A good death is its own reward.
Now, this is how you do it.
That's storytelling.
Yep.
Storytelling.
Storytelling.
Yeah.
Somebody doesn't understand that.
Don't need to clickbait people in it. Self-righteous prick. That's it. Take that self-righteous knob out of the equation. Get her out of there. Good job. That's my man right there. Big bowl.
Big Blue.
Big Blue.
Oh, God, I love Henry, man.
Oh, so. Oh, they got put back into the. Put them back into the Phantom Zone. That's what that was about.
Nah, they're not gone. Not yet.
Just
Okay.
in the Phantom Zone.
We did not need that line from Lois. You know how they say it all. That was kind of cringe. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit cringy. Yeah, this is a bit unnecessary, but
It all goes down there after the first kiss. Okay.
Oh, ew.
We don't need that.
You didn't need that.
We didn't need that.
This is not the way.
Yeah. So who's more flirty? RJ, is it this Lois or Chase Meridian from Batman Forever?
Chase Meridian. Is that even a question?
Chase
I was
Meridian.
just wondering.
Chase Meridian. Chase Meridian, I think, better than her.
You think Chase Meridian's better than this Lois?
No,
I
God,
was
no.
about to say, because at least Lois is trying to do something other than smash in this movie.
Chase Meridian does look better, though. I mean, come on.
Hey, it's Nicole Kidman.
I mean, I don't know. Back then she did. Now, I mean, it's kind of up to the debates who you prefer. But
We're talking about prime Nicole Kidman. It's hard to do that.
Prime Nicole Kidman was
Prime.
But I mean, this is no.
Yeah, I'm just fine.
Just say, dang, girl, like all the way to GPD.
Oh. On top of the GCPD building. Wow.
Just wanted to know what Batman
from that clip from Ted with a long object smacking some, like, you can instill what. Yeah.
Welcome.
There's a subliminal message there, for where these two gentlemen were going with that story.
Yeah.
You
On top of
have
the GCPD. Oh,
at least Lois is trying to do something in this movie other than smash.
Yeah.
Chase Meridian, she had one goal and
she
one
had
goal.
one objective.
Take it
She
all
wanted
off
to get
and
under
get it
Batman's
on.
cape. And she did it.
She wanted that back. Hey, man.
Batman in the streets, Bruce Wayne in the sheets, baby.
Hey, she got it, man, at the end.
Even when she's sleeping, she's trying to prepare. When he arrived at her apartment, she's like in bed, she's sleeping, and she's wearing a sexy outfit, like just in case he comes in the house. Like, good grief, woman. Can you give it a rest?
That shot of Zod
Dude,
there,
she left the door unlocked on purpose.
Like, good grief, woman.
Jesus, like, you're a whole green horny devil, but for Christ's sake, like.
Speaking of Val Kilmer, did you guys see his?
We have things to do in this city. Jesus.
Speaking of Val Kilmer, did you guys? He's in that new Top Gun movie.
He's in it.
Oh, I need to watch that.
I'm watching.
Oh yeah,
tomorrow.
they made some homage to him or something like that. That's what I heard.
I've heard it's good. Stakes a claim
Yeah,
to the year.
I guess they're using some kind of technology to bring back his voice. Pretty cool.
I have a feeling that it does the Cobra Kai approach to respecting the original.
Yeah, that's what
another movie decided to do something like that.
Yeah, like every person. I'm not a Top Gun fan. I'm not a Tom Cruise fan or anything, but I was gonna put it out there, bro. Like,
hey, it's real.
But like the people that I run into the shop, they were saying like, "Oh yeah, man, this is the best movie ever. Best movie ever." Like,
now I definitely want to see it.
They said it's better than a Batman. Somebody said that.
Oh, I don't know though, because they're two different types of film. It's definitely better than Doctor Strange 2, and I haven't even seen it. So
they basically just said like they basically said if you were the fan of the first one, you're gonna enjoy the second one.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewatch the first one tonight.
I was bred to be a warrior cow.
All right.
Oh
hungry.
snap!
Wow. You see, this is like the equivalent of Hulk breaking out of the Hulkbuster. Oh, yeah. About that.
Screw this!
He basically just told.
An MCU. I got some gripes with the MCU. Oh, you see this punching thing right here? I'm pretty sure this inspired Injustice because they do the same punching maneuver in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the flying scenes, man.
See, this just proves that Dragon Ball Z can be done live action. I have to make a shout out to Zack Snyder, but like, you know, they just need to have the right people to do it.
The thing is with that, you gotta have the right people on job, otherwise it's gonna be fucking awful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I just said, like if they wanted to do a fight scene, you can't tell me that
when you do it right, you get Man of Steel. When you do it wrong, you get CW. Like that's you know that But I mean, it's been done.
CW.
You know, Sonic was good, so can be done. Adaptations can be done.
She looked like she could play in the WNBA.
She looked like she could play.
We gotta tell you about that, Jacob. We gotta tell you about that.
We'll tell you off stream.
I have a feeling I know exactly what you mean.
We were watching Kenobi, Jacob. We were like, yeah, Jacob would get mad at us if he was watching Kenobi with us right now, bro.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean, and let's just say this show is called Kenobi.
Kenobi!
This is the controversial scene that everybody was talking about.
Getting their knickers in a twist, like Superman would never kill. So what's his alternative? Let the kids die? Like, of course he's
die. Exactly.
And then you'd be saying, "Oh, Superman doesn't let people die." It's like you fucking. What's his alternative? Let them die?
They're in the corner too. It's not like they can just run off. Like
he can't. There's only so much he could do.
You know those cinema, was it like those video things where they say, "Oh, why doesn't he just pull Zod's head to the side?" He can't. He's literally facing that way.
Moron.
And then he felt guilty about it.
He screams.
Watch what you're watching. Again, do people watch or do they look?
I mean, Superman has killed people in comic books before. I mean,
it's not like he was like, "Hey, Zod, I'm gonna snap your neck." It's like, no, I killed you because you gave me no choice. It's either I kill you or you kill them. You know.
Only one of us will come alive.
And you already put hands on Mama Ken, and that's irrefutable right there. That's an offense. That's already a mark.
You're fighting for this.
Yeah. This was like the controversial scene right here. I was like, "There's no controversy.
There's no controversy here."
I hate when people do that with movies.
There's no controversy here. It was controversial. It's like, motherfucker. It's not controversial till you loaded up YouTube. You know what it is? It's not controversial till you loaded up YouTube and saw someone saying, "Oh, it's controversial." It's like,
well, this is controversial.
No,
this is a reference to this. This is a reference to that. No.
And people like take it too far.
Like to me, it's like
literally killed Zod. Quite simply. Because the family is going to die if he doesn't. That's the alternative. So what's his alternative? Let Zod kill them? I mean,
to me, it's like
here. Like
you watch a movie, you have your opinion, and that's it. There's no argument.
Damn right. Well said.
Yeah.
Grew up in Kansas.
I'm here to
I
help,
grew up in Kansas.
but it has to be on my own terms.
My own terms.
And you have to convince Washington of
See, Superman will do this. He'll talk to people. Like, you know.
if they'd listen. I don't know, General.
Okay, that was funny when she was like,
Guess I'll just have to trust you.
You see, it's an alien conversation here. It's not.
"That's kind of
Oh,
the
I
first
like-
clue you get."
I love the line that she gives here, though. That it's just
Yeah, that
cute.
was funny.
Nothing, sir.
That was funny. She
I mean,
just,
hey,
she just keeping it real. Like, okay,
keep it real. Keep it a buck.
I think
See,
he's hot.
see, that's better than a bunch of fangirls like, "Oh my God, Henry!"
Yeah, that's basically what it is. She spoke for all the fangirls that were there. It's like, I didn't know you were a Superman fan.
If you
No,
do
I'm
that,
just a
then
Henry
that's
Cavill
better.
fan.
And also the fans that are like, "Oh, Superman, do X, Y, and Z to me." No, like, no. Like, calm the fuck. Like, chill out a little bit with that. That's a bit too much.
It's sort of like the girls that like Tom Hiddleston. Like, what?
Those girls are creepy.
Flashback, man. Ah, this flashback powerful.
Yeah, right here. I like this.
And people say it's not true to the character. Look at it.
Like, it definitely is. That is true to the character to the freaking bone.
Yeah,
It's
What
not.
came after this movie? Maybe not so much, but this bit, yeah.
yeah, right there where like he's like staring into the sky and like, you know. See, he even made like a reference, dude, from the old comic books.
I have actually.
I think this or part of this scene was in the trailer. I think, right?
Yeah, it was. Worst disguise in any
Ever.
superhero thing
That
ever.
is. That is.
Yeah.
In any superhero, like the glasses, really? But hey, fuck it.
Look at him. He had the flannel. He had like the jack. Like, come on, man. You can't tell me that no one can
How
like
did-
Henry Cavill.
Not no. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Lois is spoken for. She's got a Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Yeah, she does. She got the steel. All right.
Damn, bless you.
See, I mean,
God.
I think the fans were kind of a little too hard on the movie where like they were saying that she knew his identity.
I love when a movie builds to like a moment where it's like, yeah, pleasure to meet you, and then it goes into like the score and the
Yeah.
love it. You're right there,
I-
RJ.
Yeah.
You got to sneeze again.
Yeah. Surgery.
You all right, bro?
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been Man of Steel, ladies and gentlemen, as requested by you. That's
You.
right, you, the people, Now, in this moment, let's pull up the franchise decider. Let's see how we're doing. I have a feeling Dark Knight's winning by a landslide.
I mean, who doesn't want to see? And I thought my jokes were bad.
And who doesn't want to see?
Who doesn't want to see William Neeson again?
Where is it? Okay, so Pirates of the Caribbean is in 12%. Rocky Creed 23%. Indiana Jones 11%. That's a surprise one, actually. Transformers 7%. Oh, I'll give some love to my robots. Dark Knight Trilogy 46%. So I think, again, within a couple of days, if it stays that way, we'll just assume that it's going to be the Dark Knight Trilogy.
I'd say Wednesday should be the cutoff date.
Yeah. Where are the other drugs going? Swear to me. But yeah, I love this movie.
Why?
I don't care what no one says. Man of Steel will always be one of the best, regardless of whether it gets a sequel or not. It'll still be one of the best. Cunt nugget.
Why so
Steel 2.
Serious.
That's why. So like basically, we got inspiration from Talia al Ghul, and we got Damien on the way. And number 3, insane. That's how Damien came. That's basically how he existed.
Talia is she's for the streets, bro.
Talia
for the
ain't.
streets.
She ain't down with it. She ain't down with it like Lois or anyone like that. Like she's for
The only that's like
fun
the
to,
only
you know, engage with, but like a quite literally and then
it's like
not to. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
That's like the worst ship outside of the Bruce and Batgirl. Like I don't know anybody else that likes Talia and Batman together.
I mean, it's cool because she's a bad girl, but it's like
she's a bad girl. She's a bad girl.
Like, you know,
like she's bad,
and she's not really down for Bruce like that. It's kind of just like, you know, hey, this has been fun. I'm out. Like
the thing is, like, she actually does love Bruce, but it's in the weird, twisted type of way. Like
weird way. It's in a very weird way,
dude.
Then,
like,
you know, this is not the way. No, damn right. But it's in a weird way that some people actually go, "Oh, I ship it." Wow. If that's what you want if you want that in a partner, no wonder why the world's screwed.
You remember in Batman the animated series where like Rage basically gave Talia's hand to Bruce. He was like, what? Like, yes, I want you to marry my daughter. What? Like, what? Batman's like,
Detective, I want you to marry my daughter.
Detective, I want you to marry my daughter. Wait, hold on, time out. Wait, whoa.
Whoa, let's just rewind a minute here.
I just only knew it for like one mission.
Soundtrack, Hans Zimmer, you fucking legend. There you go. Perfect.
So they always say it comes down to the battle: who's better, John Williams or Hans Zimmer?
Do you think that Man of Steel is better than half the MC movies? Do y'all think that?
Yeah, I do.
The
reason I think that is not just big to be edgy and just to be on the other side of the fence, but this movie has balls. Like it's not afraid to just. It doesn't. Put it this way, I think the way that it displays Superman when he's at his weakest here is not by nerfing, it's by the situation, the environment, the circumstances. You know, being a rookie, the others being more. Maybe the others not necessarily being more powerful, but because they're more trained than he is, like it's that kind of element. And because he's been on Earth his whole life, he's not used to Kryptonian customs and all that kind of stuff. And it's
also they don't have no generic like when he, how can I say, when he's depressed, then like, you know, he like goes on this like movie and then he has to give up everything that's about him to be just saying Thor.
Yeah, it's not like he has a movie where he's in there and then he hangs up the cape, someone takes the cape over and he's like, I'm now going to be something else. It's, you know, it's no one's taking his stuff.
Yeah.
Unlike other current superheroes. Bait and switch, bait and switch, bait and switch, bait and switch.
It's like, yeah. That's just the Thor. I'm just saying it. Thor, yes.
After Doctor Strange 2, I'm not hyped for that whatsoever. Christian Bale will deliver a great performance, but
I'm only going to watch it for.
But I want everyone to remember this key thing: trailers are designed. Oh, but the trailers are awesome. Trailers are designed. It's an art form to get you to buy a ticket. Trailers, by definition, are an art form to entice your appetite for potentially a shit show that could come your way.
It
You know,
just
look at the
goes back
Morbius
down.
trailers.
It just goes down to this. Like, it's to the point now to where it's become work, and like we just don't want to talk about it as much anymore. It's work.
Yeah,
like
this is why I've never tied myself down to one specific thing, because it just I can get very disappointed.
It's like,
what do you mean you're surprised? Would you have some faith? God damn it, Jesus!
What's surprised?
I'll talk about CKW. Talk about the Celtics.
I wouldn't worry about them. The Celtics.
Like, shut up. It's like Ben Affleck's Batman said in Zack Snyder's faith. Have some faith.
Faith, Alfred. Faith. Coming from the guy that wanted to kill Superman the movie before.
Oh no, man!
I just came up with a great name, a great title name for that now. It's not Morbius. It's Morbius.
You can't.
That's great. That should be the title card of the movie.
But the thing about Morbius is there is nothing.
It's the reason Man of Steel is better than half of the MCU is because this movie, right? As much as I want a sequel, and I really want a sequel, call me entitled, call me whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a frog's fat. I couldn't give a frog's fat ass either way. I'm being honest. I'm the voice of the voiceless. But the thing is, this movie, even if it was part of a larger universe, I mean, which it is, Batman versus Superman, Justice League, it's still good as its own thing. That's what separates it from the MCU, where the MCU has so many movies and shows that just fail. Like you have to watch everything after and before for them to stand out on their own. Whereas in the earlier phases, you could have like an Iron Man or whatever that could stand on its own 2 feet. You know,
and you didn't have to.
This movie stands on its own 2 feet without the rest of it.
You know, this movie was, you know,
everyone raised the calls in the chat.
This movie's over 10 years old, and it still holds up today.
I know, it's great, man. Where's Man of Steel 2, man?
Somebody brought up I was watching this video earlier today about.
Cheers, Charles, man. Thank you.
If Disney Plus is bad for Marvel, and they said that back in like phase 2 and 3, they'll release like 3 movies a year, and it worked. Like,
because you had time to breathe between each one.
Now it's like a project, like every second you turn around.
I know which one you're talking about too, because I was watching that video.
Put it this way, you know, it's like, as I've always said, when you watch a movie or show for the first time, generally speaking, even if you don't necessarily love everything about it, you might rewatch it as soon as you see it because you want to take it in again, you want to digest it, like you want to see if there's anything you missed before. And you want a bit of time to really let it seep in before the next project. But the way it's happening at the moment, we're just off the back of Moon Knight. We got to Kenobi. As soon as Kenobi's done, we're in She-Hulk or whatever. As soon as She-Hulk's done, we're in Miss Marvel. As soon as that's done, we're in Cassian Andor. It's like, whoa, space it out a bit, you know?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it goes back down to what I kept on telling everybody, is most of these movies rewatchable. And to me, in my opinion, no. I'm being 100% honest. Like, call me a hater.
It goes back to what I said.
Or whatever, but like, it's just not good. Like, I'm sorry.
It goes back to what I said before. Like, it could be a changing of the guard. You cannot stay on top forever. They've been on top for
and you gotta give credit, like you got to keep it a buck, you know. Credit where credit's due. They took like the C-list characters and made them something before they even had the X-Men and Fantastic Four. Like that's incredible. But my problem is that, you know, now that with this multiverse stuff, they're not like No Way Home used it in the correct way, in my opinion. But if Doctor Strange 2 is any indication, until they get to Secret Wars, we're in for a very messy run.
We only got like 3 more movies, right? With phase 4, right?
And as I said, transitional phase or not, there are plenty of movies and shows that have had transitional seasons and stuff without needing 5 shows, 5 movies, 8 shows you know, and all that kind of stuff, just to transition into the next story. You know, you don't need to do it that
That's
way.
a lot of filler.
It's
A lot
and
of
my
filler.
and my thing is this. Don't get me wrong or any of these lovely guys wrong.
Thank you.
We want the MCU to do good, but like we just can't we can't lie to people, man.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
say
not gonna
that
lie
this
to
stuff is
people. I'm
good.
gonna be straight
People
up. I
on
just
Twitter
at
that
this
say,
partic-
"Ooh, I'm hyped for She-Hulk. Oh, this is
Ugh.
great." Loki
I'm not
was
hyped because the way
ooh.
the trailer plays out for that, the character's fine. It's just and this is my problem. The character in and of herself, she's fine. But I don't want to go and see She-Hulk going on dates just to smash people with her green thighs. Like I don't need to. I don't want to see that. You know, I'm not here for that. You know, it feels like at the moment the MCU is just like, hey, this character's showing up, great, and it's like awesome, fantastic, but what's the story that they're in?
Yeah. Because there was this one guy, like I was talking at the library when I was saying, like, yeah, I'm not really hyped up for the MCU. What do you mean you're not hyped up for the MCU? I'm like, I never doubt them on their stuff. I'm like,
I think the problem is we were discussing this the other day. Oh, Charles, thanks for the other £2, brother, man. Cheers, pal. You ain't got to keep donating, man. I got to buy you a beer or something. I mean, we're talking about Thor earlier on, but it's just like there's the problem at the moment is it's more of just I want to go. They're doing too much, too many different types of storylines. Like it's you know, you've got as we said the other day, RJ, you got Young Avengers, you got Thunderbolts, you've got West Coast Avengers, probably the main Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy probably getting replaced. You've got the main characters like the legacy ones passing along the mantle.
Kang.
You've got Kang, who doesn't even feel like the big bag. You've got Multiverse. You've got bloody Secret Wars. You've got Skrulls, X-Men,
got the
Fantastic Four.
Eternals.
Like Galactus, that's another one. Like it's like, whoa, slow down.
Yeah.
Just a tad. Like I appreciate that everyone at Marvel sat there jerking themselves off, like you know, we can't wait to get these things out, but just slow down a little bit, you know. That's all I'm saying. Just let stuff breathe, you know.
Because like God knows that you don't need to bring the X-Men out this quick because if you mess with the X-Men are already jacked up as it is. We don't need them.
Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Fox, for that, idiots.
We don't.
You know, that's also another thing. They've got to tidy up the Fox X-Men's mistakes. They've got to reboot the Fantastic Four again. You know, they've got all this, like they're bringing Daredevil and all that stuff in. They brought the Inhumans in with Black Bolt temporarily. Thank you, Wanda. You know, then it's just like, you know, it's so much to keep track of, you know.
Even then, like with the Daredevil thing, I don't trust Disney with Daredevil, especially not right now. Of course.
And Daredevil is one of the best superhero shows of all time. If they screw that up, and the thing is, as we said with John Bernthal, he's like, yeah, I ain't coming back if you pussify him. Like, you can't do that with Punisher. Yeah. You just can't. Like, I'm sorry, Disney. There are some characters you cannot put a "Hey, everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse" spin on it. You can't do it. You just can't. There's like in the cartoons and the comics, you can get away with it. Like in the cartoons, instead of giving Punisher bullets, you give him lasers. But in the live action adaptation, Punisher's family are murdered in front of him. Blade is raised in a brothel. Ghost Rider, his soul is sold to the devil. These characters are not. They're not lighthearted and funny. They're good guys who will do bad things. And this is why I love these characters, because they are good guys, but they will do bad things. They will cross that line. They have no qualms. They will do it. You know,
it was just my same thing with when it came to Moon Knight. Now, like I said, like I told the guys the other day, I was like, I don't hate Moon Knight, but I just end up being more confused more than anything.
Oh, it started so well, but after I was like, it's all right.
I'm like, wait a minute, because like at least with Man of Steel, you kind of get the this is Superman, cool, Superman. I know Superman. I can relate with Superman a little bit. It's cool. With Moon Knight, no.
It's like Daredevil will give us an indication as to what they're going to do with these types of characters. It will give us an indication. Like Moon Knight, I think, is a tester, but because Daredevil's coming with baggage of blood and beating people to a pulp, Like if they they're gonna downplay it in some way, which I understand because it's Disney.
Yeah.
But if they downplay it so far, I'm like, okay, this doesn't even feel like you can't. And the thing is, there are precedents set, like I said before. With Mahershala Ali's blade, you already have Wesley Snipes' blade out there, carving vampires up to shreds, blood everywhere. Bless you, RJ. Blood everywhere, oatmeal everywhere, death everywhere. You know, people will compare it to that by proxy. So if it doesn't live up to that in any way, you've doomed yourself. You know,
the moment when they told me it was PG-13 and they're not following his original origin story, that's when I just said like, nope. I'm out.
Yeah, it's very.
I'm sorry, man. Like I can't forgive. That's like,
if you guys don't know, well, like for all the kiddies in there in the chat, I'm sorry. This man Blade was raised in a brothel. Okay, this is his origin story.
You cannot put a positive spin on that. You can't. You just can't. I don't care what Mickey Mouse says while Goofy sat there smoking a doobie. Like, you can't do it. You just can't. You can't.
Like, my thing is this: if Deadpool can still have his rated R version, you need to give Blade the justice that he deserves and let him have his rated R version.
You know, Ryan's gonna say, "Listen, I'm doing this my way, or there's no Deadpool."
Yeah,
it'll be my way.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait and see. But like take the character of Ghost Rider, for instance. He stares into your soul and makes you feel the pain of every single victim you've hurt. There's no Disney spin they can put on that. Like, it's not going to be some pixies floating around his head or something. No, his eyes are going to be burned and he's going to be like basically dead, you know, on arrival. Like, you can't do it. You just can't. And Punisher goes around shooting people. You can't. You can't.
Yeah. But that's what I tell people. It's like,
you got, man.
The MCU.
Very anxious for where they're going with it forward. To be fair, I'm very anxious. I don't feel easy. I don't feel good about it. I feel very uneasy.
This is where you actually have to start blaming Kevin Feige, and he's just like dropping the ball a little bit. It's like, bro,
strange too.
You need to start actually hiring the writers that used to write for you, man.
This is
like
the thing, right? We're talking about like darkness and tone, but that doesn't always mean blood everywhere and death. Man of Steel is PG-13.
Yeah,
but it feels more mature and darker than half of the MCU, just because it has stakes. It feels like shit. These characters could die at any point. The world could genuinely end. Superman could actually lose, and you know it's an emotionally compelling story, and there's a message within this movie. Like, there's a reason for this movie's existence. A lot of the MCU now just feels like that Marvel Scorsese comment, a roller coaster. That's the deal. Just get on the ride and just enjoy the view.
It's credit to you. You're basically saying it's a setup for the setup for the setup for the setup. Instead of it's just being a movie, and then if you get a setup, you get a setup. You know what I'm saying? It was that's how it was.
Yeah, and the thing is, this isn't new. They've done this since the beginning of the MCU. Like, you know, that rhymed. Bars. They've done this since the beginning of the MCU, like connecting all these things together, setting up the larger plot threads. But because there was only 6 main Avengers and just their side characters, they could really flesh it out well. You've got like some of those main Avengers still around. Their side characters have stories. Those side characters have stories, and you've brought in more characters, and you're bringing even more characters. Like, it's great to see all these superheroes on screen. I think I speak for everyone when I say, as a kid, we would have never thought this would have been possible. This is a dream.
Yeah.
But you know, you don't want to have too much of a good thing. You know, you want to. And we're at the point now where superhero fans have been so spoiled. They're all concerned with what's next rather than, hey, where have we been? Like, look at Civil War, Winter Soldier, Logan. These are good fucking movies. Like, you know, really good.
I was going to say this. Like, it's gotten to the point where people are so spoiled. If it's not at least 2 hours and 30 minutes, they already said that this is going to be a bad movie. And I'm like, wait, come on, like, hold on
You
now,
can
like,
get a lot done in 2 hours.
I'm like, come on
How
now.
can you judge time? I mean,
Good
time
point.
is time.
Exactly. I'd rather have, like, you could have 5 minutes of an important scene or 20 minutes of a long drawn out bullshit scene that goes nowhere. Like, time
Yeah.
is not relative to quality.
And it's the same, and it's another thing too. It's like I think Marvel is just trying to get directors instead of like have good stories. They just want to say like, hey, we got
We
Raimi
got
on
this
this.
person
Like,
back. It's that traditional Hollywood thing of like, hey, it's this name's back, rather than what the story is saying. Like, while
Yeah.
watching Doctor Strange 2, I hate to bring up Bad Blood, but it didn't feel like a natural continuation from WandaVision. It didn't feel
Yeah.
natural. It was like she's all of a sudden a villain. I'm like, well, hang on. Yeah, a villain. She definitely had that kind of thing going for her, but not in
Yeah.
this level. Like, she's a full-on
Yeah.
psychopath. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
It's like this
Did I
is
miss
like
the movie?
it's just this is like the
Special,
Wanda when she finds out that Magneto's been like, you know, like messing with her mind for all those years, and like she just went plump crazy. You know what I'm saying? She just
Yeah,
found
like
out.
where Eric's been messing with her. That's the version of Wanda that we got in Doctor Strange
You know
2.
what I'm saying? That's like, yeah, there is a Wanda like that, but like, first of all,
This
where
one
did
ain't
this
it.
Wanda come from? Like, I'm like, whoa. This is
Yeah. It's just, it felt so rushed and so cheap. It felt like just so you could see Wanda as a villain. It's like you could have done this in a much more emotionally compelling way, you know? And you had Professor X in the film. It could
yeah,
have been a Jean Grey Phoenix situation. They
yeah.
didn't do that either. It's like you brought my man in just so he could get killed. Like, that's literally all you did.
Yeah, I felt so sorry for Patrick
done
Stewart,
nothing.
man. Like he just like he was just looked at old in that. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was coming
And
in,
this
like
is my problem is it's nostalgia bait. It's like, okay, the X-Men 90s theme, and him in the yellow chair. That's cool, but you only get him for like 20 seconds, and then you know, it's like
yeah.
the last time we saw this dude, he was getting stabbed up in Logan. Like, how many times have we got to see this guy die? Like, come on.
This is where it goes down to this, guys. It's like I don't mean to quote my man Young Ripper, but like y'all guys gotta
he's
stop.
hilarious.
Yeah, y'all guys gotta stop blessing this company because like obviously they are not caring about you as a customer. Like, you know, like if it comes off of like me and Jacob are like being like overly emotional, it's because we put money into this thing, man. You have a right to say a little something now. Like we all have a voice now. You get what I'm saying?
Like, I mean, like our voice isn't better than anyone's, but it's like kind of at the point where we aren't in the story room, we aren't in the boardrooms, but we're supporting this with our wallets. And you know, in that there is a part of it where I don't want it to like you got to be careful that it doesn't border on the line of entitlement. But there's an element of it where it's like, hey, I've put money into your movies. You know, first, like, don't lie, don't bait and switch. They're doing a lot of that at the minute. Don't mislead fans, you know, like they have been doing, and don't, you know, sell the movie as something that it isn't. You know, it's, and then you're like, oh, why are the reviews bombing our movie? It's like, well, because you advertised it as a horror movie and it came out as a comedy. Like,
yeah.
That's the biggest problem that everyone has with Avengers too. Like,
another thing about
this is one thing, it's something else.
And that's another thing too. Like the MCU can't like keep on attacking the fans too when there's some of the criticism is actually valid or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And this is the problem. You know, you guys know me. I like to be fair. I don't like to go out and critique shit for the sake of it. But sometimes you got to be balanced. You got to. That being overly positive can also be negative because then you're blind and oblivious to the creeping issues that are starting to appear. Like, you're then being ignorant. Like that's negative as well. Like that's a double edge where it's just like, oh, positivity, I love it. Do you know, I'll use an example, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but there's an episode of CW's The Flash, right, where Barry walks around, right, where basically he thinks he's untouchable. He's the dog's bollocks, sunshine and roses, happy days, everything's lovely.
Oh, happy day.
And life literally kicks him in the bollocks, literally about 10 minutes later, like really badly. So can't believe I'm using it as an example, but that was a good episode. Like the theme of it was that positivity is great, but being oblivious to the negative, you need balance. You need a bit of A and a B. You can't just, and then you make C. You can't have A and no B.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just be negative all the time and not have the positive outlook. You got to have a bit of both. You know, and any
it's like
that anyone has is dismissed as fanboy.
Yeah, you can't like be overly negative too, like because like there's some creators that said that like now you guys know me, I don't like wokeness or anything like that, but I'll use this show as an example or whatever. People were talking about Hawkeye being woke. Well, I was like saying like, all right, I have to disagree with that because like I watched the whole entire show and I didn't see any of that or whatever, like because
none of it in that show at all.
It was literally like none in the show. You know what Hawkeye reminded me of? Kate Bishop reminded me of? She reminded me of Mulan in 1998, like the cartoon movie. Like she's like worked her way to being to like actually be a good hero or whatever.
Yeah, it was a good story. It was like the ending was a bit because they just can't end anything anymore. But you know, the show in and of itself was actually really good, and it's just on to piggyback off your point. My problem is any criticism that one has of the MCU, you get lumped in with a toxic crowd that absolutely detests Marvel. It's like no, I just have some concerns, you know, for the way. And this is how it's. I'll let you carry on a second. I'm just going to finish up my point there. This is how it starts. When you start letting stuff seep through the cracks, it's moving the goalposts, letting stuff slip, and that's when shit kicks off. Yeah. Carry on, RJ. Sorry, I cut you off.
So like
again,
Twitter is already a cesspool, but what I've noticed is that with the MCU is they have two sides. You got ones that just absolutely hate everything that Marvel does because of Disney, because it's owned by Disney, and then and you have your others are like they have valid criticisms, like, and mostly they're from like film, like these film junkies that are like, you know, pretentious douchebags, but they have some valid criticism. I had to keep it real.
These people,
yeah, and, but you know it's. And then you had the other ones where it's like the overly positive, not even just being positive. It's just they don't keep it real. They say that every project.
It's not even, I don't even want to say overly positive. It's more like
they just say oblivious. Yeah, that's the right word. That's a better word. They just everything
like ignorant.
Is that it's good.
I mean,
amazing. It's amazing.
Again, a perfect example I can give is. I love the prequels. I love me some Duel of the you know, I love me some like, you know, Billie Jean's not my love. And I'm joking, that's nothing to do with this. I love, you know, the prequels to death, but I'm not oblivious to the fact the dialogue is awful, the CG is a bit iffy, the romance is a little bit wonky, and you know, like the line where Anakin's like, you know, no, because I'm so in love with you. Like no one can make that work, you know? Like I'm not oblivious to that, but I still love the movies, and that's balance right there. You know, it's not toxic or whatever. Now, if you were to simply say George Lucas raped my childhood, like those fucking
you're tripping, bro,
outside cinemas, then that's toxic. But having valid,
I hate how like some fans will say, "Oh, well, this is how you top." This is how you top No Way Home or Doctor Strange. You have Hugh Jackman and Tobey Maguire team up. What? I thought a great movie would be great.
When did cameos become the defining trait?
Now it's just that cameos make a movie good. It's like, no,
that's another
established law.
Because that's another thing. It's like, you know, we don't want like that. This is what I keep on talking about. Why I just don't talk to a lot of MCU fans anymore. At least the not the crazy one. Like I try to talk to the same
people.
Yeah, the unnuanced people that don't live in La La Land. Talking about, but listen, listen, King, it's setting up the multiverse, and it's still garbage.
Dude, I told you this a while back, King. I absolutely cannot stand when someone says that. Oh, it's setting up this. It's setting up that. No.
What's this doing?
Yeah, what is this? It's not good. Like,
it's not good.
Venom 2 fucking set. Well, it doesn't really set anything up. Sets it up poorly, but it sets up some shit, right? Okay, but the movie in and of itself, it doesn't do what it's supposed to set out to do. That's my problem. It's like we're just getting they're just like, here, have some more and some more and some more.
It's basically like, the old thing that companies want you shut up and consume and not think. Like
just sit, you know, like that episode of The Simpsons when Homer's in hell and he's getting donuts and he's just going
yeah.
That's basically what it is. It's just don't ask questions, buy products, consume more products, and buy more products. That's all it is. It's that quote, you know. It's
like, and that's what I'm just saying. It's like I don't like. Believe it or not, I don't like going to movies and like trying to find out some like ultimate secret or whatever. Like I don't like doing bad reviews on none of these things. I just want to go and watch a movie, sit back, and have fun. But you know what? I get that. No, I can't. Like, I try to enjoy stuff, but like these companies don't let me. Like,
yeah, they shoot themselves in the foot. It's this. So we said with Mr. Fantastic. If they don't make John Krasinski Mr. Fantastic in the MCU, they've screwed themselves. That movie will be dead on arrival because whoever they cast, they could cast fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. It doesn't matter. You know, you've already set the you set the expectation now.
Yeah,
you've done yourself over.
Yeah,
and you've killed him already before we've even got attached to him.
The world's most smartest man did the most dumbest thing ever.
Be careful, Wanda. One word from Black Bolt's mouth, and you could be dead. What mouth? It's like, and then he's like, and then it's like,
it's like if I was directing it, if it was me, I would have just had Wanda go back to her old school powers where she used to like manipulate people's mind or whatever.
It's like what we were talking about. We knew the Illuminati were going to be axed. We knew it. But I knew something was telling me I wasn't going to like it is because the way they did it, it was so cheap.
Yeah.
It was like you did it just to get people to come and watch the movie. It's a ticket selling device, nostalgia bait. It's like, why? Yeah. You didn't need to do that. You could have had the Illuminati die in a so much more serviceable manner. And I would have been fine. Because at least then, even though I'm not happy that they die or Patrick Stewart dies again, at least then it serves the story and the narrative and what they're going for. Like, you could have had him save Wanda, and then it could have been an internal battle between Wanda and Scarlet Witch. Like, the two personalities. Did they do that? No. Nostalgia bait.
Because the way I would have took out the Illuminati, like the way I would have took out Black Bolt is like Wanda would probably notice, well, wait a minute, that guy doesn't speak. I noticed that. I'm gonna probe his mind real quick. Oh, that's his superpower. You get what I'm saying? Like, because she can do that.
I'm not gonna let and also I'm not gonna let bloody Peggy and Maria stand there at the side like this.
Yeah,
dude.
It's like, no, don't do that at all. No,
because believe it or not, Brie Larson Captain Marvel would not stand there and done that. And
I gotta give credit where credit's due. She would have gone. She would have at least. I mean, she would have got her ass whipped, but at least she would have gone in.
It's like, and damn sure Steve Rogers was not gonna let that happen. He threw that shield. He's like,
dude, you know what?
My other problem I have with Marvel, dying.
You know, the thing I have a problem with Marvel is that they will, you know how after like a movie releases, like a few months after it's been out, they'll release some concept art or like an original plan that's so much better, and it's not in the movie. It's like, bro, today there was art about Patrick Stewart's Professor X and Wanda having like a conversation where he's trying to save her and stuff. That would have worked. What a word.
See?
Excuse me, just for 1 minute.
I mean,
Damn
we
it,
could have had,
Marvel,
we could
stop
have had
it.
3 black superheroes on screen.
No, this is the 3 black superheroes pillow, but it's also Marvel being stupid superhero. Like
Yeah, but that's
that's
the thing. Is it's like, look, concept art is concept art, and the thing is, in the movie making process, things change all the time. But it feels like I'm gonna sum it up, right? I'm gonna sum it up with this. Whatever is the simplest way to tell a story that would work, they have to go the opposite direction to be different.
just like
Just to be different.
because my
Just
thing is this.
Fuck's sake.
It goes back with it was going back to what me and Jacob was talking about earlier. It's okay to have generic villains. It's okay to have a generic
Yeah.
story every once in a
It's
while.
fine. Like, not every villain needs to be Thanos or Zemo. I mean, how many generic villains did we have in the first 2 phases? Obadiah, Whiplash, Malekith, like,
Yeah.
you know, just villains.
They were just villains, and like nobody even thought.
Villains. Like,
Yeah, it's like almost every single villain has like this. Oh, we have to give him an epic story. No, we don't. We really don't.
part
Sometimes,
of what makes characters like Thanos and Zemo stick out is because you've been through some kind of basic run-of-the-mill villains, then you can appreciate those ones more. If every villain is trying to be more villain or less villain than the one before, you're overdoing it. You know, it's you take away from the gravity of it. You know, you can't have too much of a good thing.
yeah, and just like when it comes to these heroes, sometimes it's okay to just tell a normal superhero movie without like virtue signaling anything.
Yeah,
like
you don't need to do all that crap.
you don't need to do all that.
Do a good movie. That's what you got to do. It's easy. I mean, it's like I said to a mate of mine earlier today. The Batman, Catwoman, not your traditional Catwoman. Jim Gordon, race swap, but it doesn't matter because it's fine. It works. The characters are still the characters, and it's not this big song and dance about it. It just worked, and it still feels like, you know, even though I'm sorry, RJ, I have to do it. Feels like you're watching a 70-year-old RJ. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
But, you know, it still feels like you're watching, you know.
Show him his head. Come on. Open your eyes.
It still feels like you're watching Jim Gordon, you know? That's basically me and RJ, like when we're dealing with, you know, whippersnappers, and King's given us an assignment to basically instill nuance and context back into the world.
Because like I said, like even if you don't necessarily agree with the characters that you like for like comic book reasons or anything, you can like look past that and just say like, okay, did they still like keep the character in content?
As long as the character is true, that's always the final trait.
It's like one of those. That's my biggest thing. Like, even though I might not like race swap characters, but if they at least still keep it to the context of the character, like AKA old boy from Doctor Strange, what's his name?
Mordo?
With the one with the gun. Mordro or whatever.
Mordo.
Like, yeah, Mordo. Mojo, whatever his name is. Mojo Jojo.
Mordo, yeah.
Yeah. He still kept it to the at least the being that arrogant dude that hates Doctor Strange. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They kept it true. Heimdall, same thing. But I mean, I don't want to say they did anything with him because they didn't until they killed him. But you know, he was cool. He was bad to the bone. You know, even though it was like race swapped, he was cool. You know, it's as long as you keep the character true to the character.
Yeah,
I think that's what people will gravitate more to. You know,
yeah,
it's
like I said, like I may not like it, but if you can at least keep the content of the character, or whatever. Like, okay, I can't get this one, but at least give me number 2. Keep it to the character, man. Like, if you can't give me that, then your thing is garbage. Like,
garbage.
You
wanted Mordo, and you get Mordro.
Modro.
Frodo.
But I must say this though, like I didn't think that Peacemaker, right? I know I want to say this for people in the chat, like ragged on DC for like a good year or so.
Yeah.
And
Guilty.
Peacemaker was better than all the MCU shows. Just saying. And I didn't expect that. I know you guys didn't expect that.
I didn't expect it. Like, I wasn't even gonna give it a chance.
Even with James Gunn at the helm, I was like, nah.
Like, if DC keeps making projects like the Batman,
I'm just saying, like, DC don't need, and this is the thing. Everyone's like, oh, but DC don't have 20 of this and 5 of, they don't need it. They don't need it.
Yeah.
The Batman, you have one movie every couple of years. Peacemaker, you have a few series like that in between. You know, quality over quantity, and that's where DC can strike.
Yeah.
And the thing is, as with Man of Steel today, to round off this little part here, this would be a good segment for a nice discussion. Now that we know that, well, even though I've only just put the franchise poll up, we know what's going to win. I'll adjust it so we get back to watch party discussion. But DC have something that Marvel don't. That's balls. Like, the only balls that Marvel had is in Civil War and Infinity War. Other than that, you know, it's barely there. You know, unless it's direct. Do you know what? It's not even Marvel. It's just the Russos. Other than the Russos, that's it. You know, DC will have the guts to go and push boundaries. You know, they'll make you question the characters. You know, they'll make you question the story. You know,
to add on to your point, one of the biggest problems, and I told this to King, this is a con for Disney Plus, Disney owning Marvel. It's in the word Disney. It's Disney.
Yeah.
What do you do with Disney? PG-13, 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 PG-13. That's what you're gonna get.
Yep.
Or
you have to change characters to fit a rating. With DC and Warner Brothers and Slash-Off, you don't have to do that. They can do whatever they want over there.
They put the Batman is a universally like PG-13 character in a sense.
Yeah.
15. Full respect for that. You know, it's like they didn't pull any punches. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't like a hard rated 15, but it was like a really soft rated 15. You could tell they were pushing it. They
pushed the boundary in because it's
and I know Wanda maybe blew some people's brains out in Doctor Strange too, but that's not like Death and Blood are not definitive of what makes a movie dark or what makes a movie have an undertone that is serious. It's like Man of Steel here. Standard MCU PG-13 is Hulk's art, you know. Standard Man of Steel PG-13 is Clark's mum about to be killed, you know. Like it's like literally killed, you know, and strangled up in the air. Put it this way, I felt more emotion and care for his mum getting strangled than I did for Mystique getting strangled in Apocalypse with like 8 films prior to her, you know.
I mean, what's it called? Even in Aquaman, when Black Manta's dad passed away, like on screen, bro. Like they pushed it there, bro.
But I said it before. It's like Disney could be the downfall for Marvel, and I don't mean that we're like just
You don't wish this to happen.
We're not wishing this out there, but we're just playing devil's advocate here.
We could be at a time where we're looking at DC. The Batman sequel, Peacemaker season 2. You got all these other projects that are rated R, PG, and they're good. Not just rated R, but they're good. They're pushing the boundary. In Marvel, it's just
and they're taking their time. They know they fucked up,
and they're taking chances. And it's with Marvel, it's like PG-13.
Marvel are about to cause their own screw ups
because that's just my thing.
Deeper than storytelling, it's just their general approach. You know, it's just everything. And this Disney Plus show format with the 6 episodes, like, I got to be honest with you. Like, we can bring this up on stream. I'm worried for Kenobi now because this 6 episode formula, I can't get down with it.
And that's just another thing.
Hold on. I know you're worried about Kenobi, but this is what Kenobi did more in the first 2 episodes
than most
any
of the
Marvel show. To get it going than any other Marvel shows. They got it going. They said, we're not wasting any time.
Oh, yeah. Episode 2 ending. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Now we're fucking getting ready. Now we're going in.
The thing is, like, again, guys in the chat, we don't want Marvel to fail. We don't want Star Wars to fail. We're just, like, telling it like it is. the House of Mouse is just
look at
notorious of just
Abomination,
like
right? Look
Yeah.
at Abomination in She-Hulk, right? All we wanted for Abomination was his comic accurate look. Did we ever say change the tone of his character?
Nope.
Nope. Did we say that? I don't think we did. He looks like he's going to be in there for a joke, like he's been on The Onion.
Yeah, he's gonna be a joke in that show.
It's like we said change the look of the character, not the character.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker! Like this is the same universe where this dude was literally about to. He was stabbing Hulk with his elbow, like he was killing soldiers left and right, and now he's going to be like, "Hey, let's do a fart joke."
This is Tim Roth, Abomination, like vicious. Like
It's
come on.
But this is why I keep on saying that Kevin Feige, bro, you did good in your first 2-3 halves. But you need to stop hiring these. You need to stop hiring these college kids to like write because they are garbage. Like they are not good, at all.
It also lends weight. Like the reason the sequel trilogy failed is because they didn't have a plan. But also similarly, even if you have a plan, if you execute it poorly, it can still suck. It's not always the quantifiable reason as to why something is good or not. And they've got this roadmap going for the next 10, 20 years. Okay, cool. But if this is any indication, it feels like it's literally just do you know what it is? The MCU is basically a drug. It's cocaine. You get it. You get a high, you come back for the next high, come back for the next high. Like they're literally drug dealers. They're selling us a drug. Like it's like when you drink a glass of Coke, it actually has this thing in it that makes you more thirsty for more.
Yeah.
Like it actually dries your mouth out when you swallow it, so you go and buy more. Like it's a little bit of a knowledge there. There you go. It's a bit of thank you for coming to my show, Jacob Talk. But it's to bring you back in, And in earlier MCU phases, you did get complete stories. Even though there was setup, that movie could stand on its own. The stuff we got in this phase, it doesn't feel complete.
Yeah.
Even Black
Widow is a setup. That's where we come in and like saying like, well, hold on, wait a minute. Nah. Like, hold on here. Time out. This sucks. No,
so
like
I'm
not gonna
no longer context and nuance. I'm context and vengeance now.
Yeah.
When the lights are off, that's when you know shit's going down.
It's like, calm down. Wait a minute. This is not good. Like, wait a minute. Like, it's like that meme where like people are like that dude's pointing at the TV saying like, "Hey, this sucks," and like they keep on watching or whatever. Hey, these guys, this sucks or whatever.
No, it's tedious, man. It's just like there's better ways to do things that don't involve doing what you're doing.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Karen King.
No, I was just saying, like, I just don't like. I believe it or not, the King doesn't like hate reviewing anything. Like, I just want to go to a movie and enjoy myself. That's it.
I mean, this is the thing, and I'll use this as an example. Now you guys see why I love the Fast and Furious movies so much, because even though they're stupid and they're ridiculous, at least the movies do somewhat of an attempt to make you feel like you got your money's worth.
Yeah.
I give full respect for that. And they're about stealing DVD players and now flying in space. The fact that the 9th movie in a car racing franchise had a better celebration of the saga than the Skywalker saga did with Episode 9. Mind-blowing, And then linking it to Marvel, where it's just like DC have an advantage where no one expects them to do anything. But they've had the Suicide Squad, they've had Peacemaker, the Batman, Joker. It's looking up. They'll still have a few stinkers in there, like the Flash. Like the Flash will probably still suck, but other than that,
you can't stay on top forever.
You can't
stay on top forever. Star Wars wasn't on top forever.
No,
it was on top for a good few years. Like, come on.
And then hey everybody.
I mean, even with some of the movies back in the day, like Wonder Woman, it was pretty decent. I mean, I think it was the best one outside of Man of Steel.
Wonder Woman was great. That was really good. That was really well done.
Zack Snyder wrote his ass off in that one, man. like shout out to him on that one. But
And the thing is, one thing that they did was, even though it's Wonder Woman's movie and you want to put the female in the spotlight, it's like, well, obviously, they don't make Steve a dumbass.
yeah,
Steve isn't stupid. He's not some
Yeah.
bumbling buffoon that's like some dumbass male that's stealing the
Yeah.
spotlight. He's just his own thing, but he's not Wonder Woman. Like, that's all it is. It's
they're
done
teaching
well.
each other, and that's and I was perfectly fine with that.
It's the way it's done. It's just kind of like, you know, where they're at the moment, where it's like, you know, okay, we've got to pick all the male characters out, time to replace them with the females. It's like, you don't need to do it like that. You can do it better. Like how Hawkeye's done it. That's the right way.
That's how you do it. Because Clint is looking for a replacement. Kate Bishop,
Yeah, and he wants to live with his family, you know. Let's give the man his happy ending, you know.
Because that was my main thing. Like I said, like, did you guys even watch the show? Did you guys even watch the MCU? Like Clint always wanted to retire, so it makes perfectly good sense that Kate Bishop comes in and takes over the mantle.
And also, Kate
I don't know why you were like,
oh
my, so mad about Kate taking over. It's like, no, this makes sense.
This makes sense.
Clint wants to retire.
He wants to retire. Black Widow died so he could live with his family. Like, come on, give the man his flowers.
That's why I just said, like, people, like, once again, you're talking to the dude that's anti-woke, and I say, despite what anybody says, that show is not woke. That was actually good storytelling. Like, they did not make Clint look stupid. They gave that man homage. Hell, even like Kate Bishop didn't even have it all together. She wasn't even the best person.
No,
I don't understand.
And on that, Yelena,
he made mistakes every episode.
All of them, they were great. You know, that's how you do it. Fuck,
that's how you do it.
That's how you do it. But we've rambled on for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and get some shut eye. But Man of Steel, what a movie! One of my most favorite superhero movies of all time. Give a shout out to the Yinky Pinky. Yeah. A shout out to the goat. Oh. And a shout out to Jesus Christ. Cut that damn thing off. And Anakin Wang walk. And a shout out. And a shout out to King. That. Yeah. Anytime you do this, I think you're doing Thriller.
He's like that evil villain that's like that old school type.
Me, you know, I mean, hey, I'm just saying, DC, you know, if you need a Superboy live action.
Captain Britain.
Yeah, the real Captain Britain, not the one that was bumped off. Jesus Christ almighty. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into this Man of Steel watch party. I've been the chosen one, joined by King Kreese Jr., Yinky, RJ the Goat, and we will see you very, very soon. Just for good measure, just because we ain't done it in a while. Yeah, that's it. Imagine there was a copyright strike on that.
Showing me.